Chris Love go too crazy. Chris Love go too crazy.
Running from the stars, you won't make it far. Rolling gas in a cigar, everything I'm dropping hard. Running from the stars, you won't make it far. Rolling gas in a cigar, everything I'm dropping hard. Yeah. Smoking dope, get my mind right, wavy in the limelight, nose bleeding, eyes white, diamonds in my highlights, wasting all your weed in the wood and your eyes white. Fucking stays out if I die bright. Rockin' Pine Club, gotta check my presentation. I'm supplying medication. Hate to see my buyers waiting. Couldn't bond out at the station. Had to reevaluate shit. Some things are to explain, but I'm here. Congratulations. Good smoke from Portland, I'm a trailblaze. All smiley faces and pinky locks when the mail came. Send me booty pics if I go back to the jail cage. Need another clock, what I'm weighing, make my scale break. Running from the stars, you won't make it far. Rolling gas in a cigar, everything I'm dropping hard. Running from the stars, you won't make it far. Rolling gas in a cigar, everything I'm dropping hard. Somebody tell a waitress I'm ordering lobster. She was begging me to pop her, so I popped her. Way God official, you can tell by his posture. I just signed new shooters to my rosters. I be feeling like I'm famous already. How they heard about brand new information y'all telling? Dead broke to any damn thing y'all selling. Got new hundreds on me right now, you can smell it. Found a new plug and bought a rollie. Bodies acting like they owe me. Guacamole and anchovies. Real nigga in your face. Fake shit, I don't condone it. Man, these bodies be baloney. On my person is some doty. Everything I'm dropping hard. Best dope up in the city. She like wavy, come and get me. Send a kite if you miss me. Treat the third like the first. Got a meeting by some Benji. I ain't turning down nothing if it's in my best interest. Running from the stars, you won't make it far. Rolling gas in a cigar, everything I'm dropping hard. Running from the stars, you won't make it far. Rolling gas in a cigar, everything I'm dropping hard. Don't let me get my hands on the bag, no I'm running. I transform like a tadpole song. Jumped out the
Shalom, man.
And hotel. What's good, man? Hotel.
Man, ain't nothing too much, man.
Ready for that fight Saturday?
I wouldn't say it's really gonna be a fight, but you know what I mean. I ain't gonna disrespect him. Just say he's not a competitor, but at the end of the day, it just levels to everything we do, and I'm gonna let the work speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Come Saturday, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. I think it's Saturday night, right?
Yeah, I'm about to send Misery the link, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just let you know I don't need y'all niggas getting wild on my panel, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna save that for Saturday, alright?
Oh yeah. It's cool, bro. It's strictly information, brother.
And look, y'all, I'm gonna let you know, bro. I'm gonna let you know, you be getting under niggas' skin, you know what I'm saying? You know how to troll, well, you know what I'm saying? How you supposed to troll. But you know what I'm saying? Just for save all the name calling, save all of that for the debate. I want you to, and then look, we're gonna do it like this, like after the 3 rounds, after the question and answering, I'll let y'all keep banging. You know what I'm saying? Because since the topic is so uh important to both of y'all. You feel me?
Yeah, I think he's coming with a new angle, and I'm coming with a new angle, which mine I feel like really is common sense. So, at the end of the day, I just feel like we know something is wrong about the story about them about the land. We know something is wrong, so I can respect that about both of us, just knowing something wrong, and having enough decency to at least try to research, like what I'm saying. So I say the brother here, he cool. As a competitor, this is all fun, man. It's all knowledge. You know, of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So at the end of the day, he's just banging with the information. I ain't really got no hard feelings on nobody on here. This just the internet. Let just hey, may the best man win though, cause you know, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I only can speak for me.
So give us a little sneak peek on not what you gonna bring out, but how you gonna your rebuttals. You got some rebuttals already?
But just things that a lot of I'd say a portion of the world, a big portion of the world is not aware of certain things, especially when it comes to our true identity and our true history and the things that actually took place. So for things that they try to throw, the rebuttals that it's certain things about Africa. If you don't know certain things about Africa, it's like you don't want to ask a dumb question because the rebuttal is gonna make you. It's gonna be like a two-headed sword.
All right, so when he comes Saturday, showing them animals, showing them plants and showing them crops. You know what I'm saying? All this shit originated in America, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have some smoke for that.
Ah, yeah, bro. He don't even really have an argument, but I'm gonna let you see. He don't have an argument, but hopefully this be edification for the brother, so he can sit down, reevaluate himself, and say, hopefully he learned something and he stop running around and saying stupid stuff like America's Israel. But at the end of the day, I respect him for trying to figure out something is wrong with the picture, but actually coming at it the way he coming at it, yeah, um, I got proof, and that's all I'm gonna say. I got proof of things, the claims that I'm gonna make. You know what I'm saying? And when I say what I say, why I got the proof that I got proof of things that they never even search because they don't identify with being us. They don't identify with being who we are. So it's like we had to dig harder for our history, and don't nobody really care to really know about our history. It's just like, oh well, at the end of the day, we have a deeper history than we know about. I'm just gonna keep on researching and keep learning, bro.
My bad. Keep going. I was testing. Keep going. I was testing out my soundboard.
Yeah. But a lot of people they not ready for some of the information I'm gonna bring. It's I ain't gonna say it's new, but it might be new to some people's ears, but it's the truth. And my job is just to deliver the message. That's it. And whether they want to research themselves, they can do what they want. But I'm gonna put it out there, and like I say, I'm gonna do my best at putting it out there because it will be my job to do so this coming Saturday. We already know one of the dumbest things he gonna say. He gonna say, "Where's the bears at in Africa?" We already know he's gonna say that. You know, You know he gonna say that. That's just a given. I mean, I know he gonna say that before he say it. But see, that's where it comes in when you know a lot about Africa, when you know what you need to know about Africa. All that he can't even use that, man.
Uncle said, man, get your ass on the panel. Uncle said, get your ass on the panel. Saturday, I'm gonna need you in the house for the debate, man. Saturday, I'm gonna need you in the house. The bar reloaded said, show me a source for Homo sapiens being extinct, and but don't worry about it. I'm gonna tag you in my video. Basically, what I was saying was, we are Homo sapiens sapiens. Yes, we are part of the Homo genius, but all the other Homos is extinct. All the other Homo sapiens is extinct. It's, it's easy to Google. Homo sapiens sapiens are the only um motherfucking humans living, and Homo sapiens sapien is modern human. So you saying you a Homo sapien and you've been around 300,000 years? You got shit fucked up. You a Homo sapiens sapien.
I don't know if you want that smoke though, wavy. You know that's their thing, man. You know that's what they be talking about. But you might, I mean, that's your thing though. I ain't even gonna say that. I just say, yeah, that be a standoff. Uh, you be debating over there at the bar reloaded.
Man, nah, man. I was I had got caught down the rabbit hole. I had got caught going down the rabbit hole, and ever since then, you know what I'm saying? It's been rabbit hole Texas.
Yeah, boy, they silly with it, boy. Yeah, I know. Sid probably mad at me for sending your boy Gullah back like that.
Oh, you think you won that debate?
I know I did.
Let me go and send Gullah the link then, man. I know Gullah off work. Go and send Gullah the link.
Yeah, yeah, he know I did. When
I
he
don't,
went back and looked at him.
I don't want too many. I don't want too many of. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
I don't want too many of your ops on stage at the same time. Gullah, get in here. Uncle said, get in here. Mystery, mystery. Dwayne, hey, Dwayne, get in here.
Hey, I told Dwayne he definitely on one of us smoke, man. He been saying he do though. He been saying he want to debate again, but nah, Dwayne been cool here lately, man. But he just whatever, man, with me, man. That's all it is.
So what's up with you and Ben?
Lil Ben, yeah, it's little bro, man. We
That's
stay in the
still,
same city.
that's still little bro.
Yeah, it's little bro, man. He stay in the same city, man.
And
I've been knowing him for a little second.
Ben is not a Hebrew no more. Ben is not a Hebrew Israelite no more. Ben went back to Christ, my brother.
Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said he a Christian now.
He said he went back to church.
He ain't with that coach shit no more. You niggas is coach.
All right.
He ain't say that. He ain't say that. I said
If
that.
he want to be with the colonizer,
But
I
he
was about to say, you know, that's still my brother. But
nah, look. He said
you know,
he said he a Christian. He a Christian now.
if you talking about a real Christian, you know, because you know, Christos just means anointed, and it says the law is holy. So anybody fulfilling Torah would be a Christian. That just means anointed.
So you a Christian too. Man, Martin, get the link, man.
Martin don't want no smoke, man. How you gonna do it, y'all? Man, bro, they know they don't want no. They funny though. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes I watch the show and be laughing, man.
But
Man,
nah,
man, them dudes crazy, man.
Angel Wall. Angel Wall.
Hey, yeah, he gonna be mad when he see what I'm about to do with how I'm about to put Africa on this pedestal. Well, he gonna be mad.
Nah, no cap. You gonna have me, Uncle Sid, Bantu, Gullah, all the niggas. You gonna have all of us ride with not riding, but you gonna make all of us proud. You know what I'm
Oh yeah, I'm put the Africa. I'm putting the Africa shit on the map, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
saying? You already
I know some things. I found out some things about
let you know. Ain't no friendly shit. Mister, you I know you watching right now, you already know. Ain't no friendly shit going on, y'all. He gonna tell you straight up, you a Canaanite. He gonna let you know black people are not Israelites. It's only Native Americans and Mexicans. So as much as you gonna try to play that, nah, we both Israelites. He gonna in the first round, he gonna start separating Africans. I'm gonna let you gotta be ready for that. You can't be coming in playing that friendly shit your first round.
Nah, bro. He died. Look, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even got to throw no. I ain't got to call him Canaanites. I ain't got to name call him. The information gonna kill him by itself. Nigga, when you see this information, you gonna be like, okay. And I ain't even gonna brag and boast. I'm gonna let this be a surprise. I just say that to you, baby. I'm gonna save it. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. I'm just gonna let it be what it be, man. But at the end of the day, the facts is always gonna outweigh all that fictional stuff, that fairy tale stuff. You know what I mean? So
That's
yeah, I got
good.
news.
Uncle Ted, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Peace, family. What's good?
Peace, 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 peace. Hey,
What's up, OG? What's up? What's up? What's up, Ellie?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. Getting ready to bang with the information again this week.
Oh yeah, I'm always good. I'm always down. I'm always down for a good debate. So what's the subject coming Saturday?
the topic. What's the topic, y'all?
What's the topic? What's
He believes that the land of milk and honey is in America, and I believe it's in Africa. So we just got to prove which one is which. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be my stance. I'm gonna be proving that Africa is the land of milk and honey, and he got to try to prove with his stance that America is the land of milk and honey. Which he gonna feel horribly, but like I say, I'm gonna let it play out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in the building for that. And although I always check my biases, and when it comes to debate, I sincerely judge based on the argument and the reasoning, and how the arguments are framed, the information that is brought. But I'm riding with Africa on this one, just based on my general understanding of just the resources that's available on the continent. So I'm gonna be interested to see how that debate develops.
And the other funny thing is, like when we look at let's look at Israel and let's look at Africa, or let's look in America. Let's look at all three of these spots. If we had to take one away from the equation from the world today, how would the rest of the world survive? Well, if you took away America, everything would still be good. And if you took away Israel, everything it wouldn't be like nothing. It'd just be a normal day. But if you take away Africa, then you can guarantee that there's gonna be some shortages on power. There's a lot of these resources they're gonna go extinct. A lot of these patented products that they're using, like smartphones, how China have the Congolese little boys over there laboring for that, and to get that out the fields and stuff like that, and then they use it to make their smartphones. Man, if they didn't
Yep.
have Africa, they wouldn't have anything.
So I'm gonna give you even one better. Without Africa, you don't have Homo sapiens sapiens. Ah,
hey,
take,
that's hey,
take,
that's a fact.
take Africa out of the equation. We're not here to have this conversation. That's a bar.
The fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like, and look, he wants to use the Bible, so it say Jerusalem is the mother of us all. But according to science and according to everything that we can see and according to everything that we can observe, if I'm going to go off of observational science, then I would have to go with a Cuban line, which they would call Africa before the Yemenite named it. A Cuban line, it says, is the mother of all mankind. That would make Africa Jerusalem by default.
I hear that. I hear that. If the two are mutually exclusive, and we conclude that indeed, if you're going to say Jerusalem is the birthplace, then we're taking Jerusalem and we're relocating its geography. You can't have it both ways, though. So it's either one or the other.
Hey, Uncle Say, I
So
got a question.
go ahead.
Do you believe that the Sumerians, with this pseudo ass book, pseudo ass, what's the name of their book, Uncle Said?
Uh, the Van Daniken book, A Chariot of the Gods.
The Anunnaki,
Yes, the chariots of the god,
the
Van
damn.
Daniken, the Anunnaki. They come down to earth and they infused their DNA with the
Oh,
primitive
oh,
primates because they needed the Sumerians to mine gold so that they could take back to their planet. Now, there are meteorites that are larger than our planet of pure gold. I rest my case.
my question was gonna be, and I seen what's that nigga name? Uncle
Billy
Said, what?
Carson.
Billy Carson. I seen Billy Carson teaching like out the Anunnaki, and I'm looking at this nigga like it was on my timeline, like YouTube.
Um, but he's come full circle. He has now joined the as a host on the History Channel. He is now part of the Ancient Aliens crew because everything that he's been saying we have seen 20 years ago on Ancient Aliens. What I'm doing is I'm narrating exactly like Van Daniken speaks. I who wrote the Chariot of the Gods. The Sumerians tell you the story of the Anunnaki that came down from the heavens in their spaceship. You can see it in their drawings. So you see the Anunnaki are much larger than the human beings.
Hey,
And
Uncle Said, hold on, Uncle Said. This is my question. You think the Sumerians, what they look like? That's what I want to ask. What the Sumerians back in that time, what did they look like?
Sumerians, in my opinion, would have had early features of the North African, more or less in the features of the Yemenis, like Yemenis type of people with that varying degree, right? If you look at where Sumeria is today, you see that you have I think that's more in the area of Syria, Iran, that area, that phenotype again. These people have always been in that area, right? And if you would go to these areas, again, the media only shows us the rich or the elites of these places, which is usually the lighter hue. However, in these societies too, you have varying degrees of hues. But these people, I think they look like the people that are there now. You can go and look at the Marsh Arabs. The Marsh Arabs as
I be
one of
wondering,
the earliest people in this area.
like, why the pseudos be connected to the Anunnaki? Like, when we talk about aliens, these motherfuckers go straight to. We talk about life, these motherfuckers go straight there. Like, it's like they think black people wrote that shit or something.
Yeah, because pseudo is sexy, and I guess most folks got cable now, or they have access to YouTube and they watch this ancient aliens. And what they don't have is a foundation of science to understand what they're seeing is pure entertainment, right? There are words being used which is a dead giveaway. Perhaps it might have been quite possible that somewhere in the distant past, maybe, like everything I said there is hypothesizing,
It's
speculative,
not concrete,
imaginary.
not concrete.
Yeah, because you said quite possible. You said it might be possible, and that's how I read. I look at what's being said. Like a lot of people read fast. I'm looking at every word. So when it said it might be quite possible, that means it's not a fact. That's your opinion.
Ain't no fact that you're making shit up. You're giving me your
Mhm.
hypothesis, your opinion on the data that is presented, and now I have to evaluate the parameters and the quality of your analysis. How do you frame that? Where how do we like they found spaceships or planes or helicopters in in the text in the hieroglyphics. Now, this is a story that is there. It is not random symbols, right? So read the hieroglyphs. Read it, and now tell me helicopter and in context. Now, where's the airport? Where's the engine? You know what I mean? So you know that shit is pseudo. So even if they show you something that could possibly look like, you still need to have your mental faculties and your critical thinking cap on to say, wait a minute, that's ancient text. So the story it tells a story. Just read it. Just read it then. You know what I mean? But people are gullible and 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 believe in brain and not being fundamentally rooted in science. And again, you are
Uh,
engaging in these programs with sort of documentary or scientific frame of reference. They're always quoting Dr. This and Dr. That, and many researchers, and they use the jargon that makes it sound
yeah,
credible.
many researchers have said this and said
Yeah,
that
yeah, 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 yeah. That kind of jargon. You know what I mean?
to try to
It
back up their lie to make you believe. That's why you always should see some pseudo by how it's worded. But I will say,
Yep.
man, this week I was gonna ask when you come to the debate or when you chiming in that you just go look into some of the things I'm gonna be bringing out. I promise I'm bringing you back to the. You feel me? I ain't gonna say I, but I say the Most High is with His information that has been lost knowledge. Some of these things that all the wonders of all the years of certain things I'm gonna bring out. So I just really want those that might not know some of the things that I'm gonna be bringing out of what the Gentiles actually did to the text. I'm gonna be proving it. I'm gonna be having fun while proving it. So I definitely want you to chime in.
for sure, for sure. Will do. I'll be in the business.
That's that JJ 7000, man. My boy finally opened his eyes. He got out of religion. Shout out JJ 7000.
Shout out JJ be putting man, listen. I talked to JJ off YouTube, and JJ's a cool brother. He's a character in these YouTube streets, but JJ's a smart brother. I've been knowing, like, I, if I have a conversation with you long enough or often enough, I'm gonna swear you, bro. Chris Harris, shout out to Chris Harris. Sorry. These, these dudes are way too intellectual to be hanging on to that religious nonsense. They're just too smart for it.
Shout out JJ 7000, man. JJ 7000, you making us proud, man. And
Shout out to JJ.
you already had that dog in you when you was debating that Bible. Now you on the outside. Now you about to put it all down.
Mm, yeah, I remember about a year or two ago, JJ, I'm up on JJ's panel, and JJ's got a science book in his hand, questioning and I'm going, okay, here we go. Here we go. I got JJ expounding on the Cambrian explosion and this kind of stuff. I said, I got it.
They understood about like 3, 4 months ago, man. I seen him talking about Africa, and he was going through all the tribes, and that's all you gotta do. You get a little bit of science, and you learn a little bit about Africa. You gonna eventually let a whole bunch of shit go and just go for the truth.
You once that mechanism of critical thinking is engaged, once you have one question that you actually sincerely try to find the answer to, the floodgates are open. That's it.
Back, back. I ain't asked you. that question that I had asked earlier? I ain't get your opinion on it. What was that question I asked earlier?
Did you ask me, you talking about me body and Gullah, or do you talking about this body I'm about to get?
So what was it? What was the debate between you and Gullah about? That you be Gullah?
He tried to say all the Bantu are one whole family, but I was proving to him that there's a diversity of different DNAs. Not only did they intermingle, but some tribes had just clung on and actually hung on to their heritage because they showed their heritage on their travels fleeing from Egypt. So I was just showing him with the DNA analysis how the DNA, um, well, one of the E1B1A went back to the Horn of Africa, and the B2A went back to Southwest Africa. So I was just showing him how would he say that they have the same common ancestor, or would be the same common people. I mean, they can intermingle because I know Africans believe, a lot of our people believe that once we intermingle, like our families marry, that we become one. But I was showing him basically how what he was saying didn't make any sense when he was trying to say that they're one people and their origins is not the same.
Um, Context is king. One particular culture, right? And when Gullah speaks, he speaks of culture, right? And for example, in the Bantu, you look at, for example, that's a language family. Within that language family, you're going to have genetic diversity, but it is the language family that is the unifying agent that produces that identifies a origin of the culture. So when we talk about the Bantu culture, it's a language, and there's aspects of culture that we see throughout a group of people. And again, these people can vary in phenotypes, even in genetic makeup. But it is the culture that is the unifying factor. That is that
So
that
that I'm sorry. So that would be like if I was to learn how to speak. Let's say I speak Japanese, and I moved to Japan, and then there's a group of Japanese people. I intermingle with them because I can speak Japanese. Now I say that I'm Japanese. See, that would make sense for now. I get what you're saying because to identify somebody, like you gonna listen to the language and be like, oh, he's speaking Chinese, or hold on, let's get a translator because he has a different, distinct language that I'm not familiar with. So I understand what you're going with right there, but when it comes to an actual bloodline, and I get, like I said, I get the linguistics, the
so
ethno
so
linguistics,
so
but
let's look at Egypt, for example. Egyptians are Egyptians because they have a culture. They speak a language and they share a culture. However, genetically, phenotypically, right? There's diversity between the upper Egyptians and the lower Egyptians, and varying degrees between them. So genetically, there will never be a homogeneous group of people. What you would look to identify these people as a culture is language, religion, uh, 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 tools, pottery, styles of dwelling. There are other aspects of archaeology and anthropology whereby you identify groups as people as a culture, not necessarily as a phenotype or a singular bloodline, right? If you
yeah,
and
see,
the concept of the idea of bloodlines is only within genealogy. It is not a thing genetically.
okay, now see, that's all I was saying, that it wasn't a bloodline that you can say, hey, I'm part of this bloodline, and this is who I go back to. Now, if you want to say this is who my culture go back to, I understand the way that you're saying it right there. But like he was saying, this was a people like a bloodline. I'm trying to tell him it's an ethno-linguistics, and that it's not a bloodline. You know, so I
And
think that's where
okay, but
he may have
maybe Gullah would
misunderstood
have
me.
to clarify for himself. But bloodline is not a term that Gullah would use. And it is not that's a religious thing. It is not a scientific thing. So I don't think Gullah would ever
Well,
take that
we
sacrilegious term within his
no,
lexicon. However, yes, you can trace genetics based on the DNA studies. We understand how different haplogroups develop when and where, and based on clustering, you can put yourself in a particular region, right? And within that region, now what are you going to see there? This region is the Bantu culture. Okay, so most likely I'm related to, or I'm descendant of the Bantu culture. Right? In our case, you are going to have different groupings over here in the West. We're gonna be part Nigerian, part this, part that, part that, part that. No one singular a place, even based on the groups of genes that are found within a particular region. And then you have areas that overlap. But what that is, it is count, right? It is the amount of one or two or three particular haplogroups that are found in dominant numbers within a particular region, right? And that's how you do this genetic link
So Gullah,
back.
click the goddamn link. Sound like Uncle said saying y'all won. Click the goddamn link, Gullah. You gotta get on his.
because my point was just like okay, like you just said. So the origins come from two different places. Now I understand they can be connected by culture or maybe they heritage. You know, they have the same form of heritage and the same cultural similarities, but that would be like void, like how he was saying that they was just one people, and I was trying to explain to him like, so are you saying that this is one people, like they all one family, like they all kin to each other, they blood related? He was telling me,
No,
yeah, they all got a common ancestor. That's what he said. He said they all got a common ancestor. But even that part wasn't true um, when you get into the study of everything. Because the
but
people have
cultural ancestor, cultural or genetic in terms of linguistics, right? Because you see the varying degrees within the Bantu language family. So this is a family, right? So you trace that family back to a singular origins. Doesn't mean a singular person. It means a singular cultural origin, or one way that this particular language was spoken. And then we can see the genetic variation as it spans out, right? And we can the link the people genetically, both linguistically, right, based on the morphology of the language, but also within the development of the haplogroup. So these ideas complement each other to identify a particular uh, cultural or particular ethnic groups or particular linguistic groups.
but you know the Zulus and everything when they left Egypt, they all left with the E1B1A
Oh,
DNA, and
stop,
and
stop,
they still
stop,
have
stop, 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 stop. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. The who left where, went what?
the Horn of Africa. I would say that I would say it better. The Horn of Africa. When the people that was from the Horn of Africa left Egyptian captivity, they left with the
Whoa,
E1B1A.
whoa, slow down, slow down. Repeat. People, the Egyptians are in Egypt. Horners are in Horners. They
No,
share
I'm talking about
genetic
the Bantu.
similarities, but these are different people, and these are not Bantus. These are North. These are North Northeast Africans that have a completely genetic makeup than West Central African Bantu speaking population. Where
Okay.
there's a Nilo-Saharan component that is within the North African.
Hey,
However, that Nilo-Saharan component
hey,
isn't our West Central African component.
said a
Go
key
ahead.
word. He said a key word in there also. He said Egyptian captivity. Yeah, you talking about from the Bible?
I'm actually talking about from history as well because there's a lot of slaves that was up in Libya as well as Egypt as well as Sudan. You know what I'm saying? So that's like
Slave,
factual, you know. And
slave.
they did flee from there and the DNAs, like I was telling him, the DNA of the people that were in the South who they ran into, which would be the pygmies who broke off to be the Twat
Whoa, whoa,
people, end up
whoa, whoa,
having a
whoa! No, 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 bro. You, no, 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 no.
the pygmies are saying
The
they
the
Bantu.
the Khoisan are not Bantu or they part Bantu. Yes, Bantu migration engulfed the Khoisan, right? But the Khoisan are not Northeast Africans.
The
Again, these
DNA
are
go the DNA E1B1A according to DNA. This is why I don't really believe in DNA, but if we're using DNA, the people here in America, even myself and a couple
I
other people have the E1B1A. In fact, Bantu Congo says that he has the E1B1A
yes, but
DNA that went
this
back.
is not that North African genetic makeup. They are not E1B1A.
Well, that's what they are saying according to haplogroups that are actually studied in the Horn of Africa. Now they do say that
No,
they
no, no,
migrated from the
they're not.
Cameroon.
They're not saying that. No, they, they're not saying that.
You want
So
to pull it up?
you want to pull it up? Go ahead. You want that yourself? You want that yourself? Go ahead. Go. Knock yourself out. But
Hey,
again,
so to put the context of the conversation, um, y'all said Egyptian captivity, and then he corrected and said they were slaves in Libya.
yeah, like yeah. So who was slaves? Where? When? What? Who? What are you talking about?
The Bantu people is documented in their history as well.
The Bantu people
Yeah,
were enslaved where?
they wouldn't call themselves a Bantu though. They was actually just speaking the language
They were enslaved where?
in Egypt.
When? What are you talking about?
Oh, you want timestamps? Okay.
Egypt is a 3,000-year dynasty, 3,500 years approximately. When?
Oh, okay. So
In
you
which
want?
period? Which kingdom?
Oh, okay. I see. Approximately 3,500 years ago, but you know what I'm saying. I could go further into the studies, and we can pull out the accurate number.
Bantu, quick thing. Bantu,
Tell
quick thing.
Ben to come on in here, man.
Say Bantu said what?
My boy, my boy tell me about 3,500 years ago.
But Uncle said, I think he's talking about during biblical times, like, because he said Egyptian captivity. So he's talking about the time of Exodus. That's what he got to be talking about.
Hey, Bantu people in biblical reference? What?
He threw it together. He threw it all in there.
Oh no,
Great.
no. I know. Do it together, man. Look, bro, they got the same. I've been through this and
Oh,
showed people on here. They got the same ethno-linguistics as the Hebrew today. I mean,
who
the
did?
modern,
Oh
not
boy.
even just
Now
look,
you want to tell
not
me
even just look, not even just the modern Hebrew, but the ancient Hebrew as well.
what is the ancient Hebrew? Who speaks it?
Africans, they preserved it all on the Western African shores
Africans,
right now.
Africans speak ancient Hebrew. Which group of Africans?
Well, according to Zulu, the
Not
Swazi
the, no,
Zulu,
the
the
Zulu,
Swazi
South
Zulu,
Africans
Natal,
speak. South
Hold
Africans
on, bro.
speak. Pull a map.
You
Pull
gonna
up
let
a
me
map.
finish telling you?
No, no, wait. Pull up a map.
Hold on.
Pull up a map.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You gonna let me finish telling you?
Yeah,
Look,
you're right.
bro. It's a dot org, man. Look, it's a dot org. It's written about the Quasi Zulu Natal.org. You can look this up. The students are interpreting ancient Hebrew in the poetry. This has been talked about, but it's not getting too much appraisal.
I thought the ancient. Go ahead, Uncle Sid. You got the flow.
Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
So if we pull up this
Bullshit.
.org, it's still gonna be all right.
Bullshit.
Hey,
Point
look,
two.
I'm
You
ready to
advance.
drop these
See,
facts.
you see how he switched up what he said, right? First, he said, I asked him, which Africans are speaking ancient Hebrew? Now he comes back and say the Zulus are interpreting ancient. Also, they're not speaking ancient Hebrew as their language. They're interpreting it as part of their religious practices, which a small group of
But
people
see
say
that's what let me
claim
know
that
you're
they
not
come
really
from
too. That's what
Israel.
let me know you're not
You
really
really
too
think,
educated,
because
man.
you think we don't know this stuff. That's
Now
why.
you not really too educated, bro. Because if you knew any of the words, you would know these things, bro. Like
So
just
which
for
word? Which
instance,
word?
bro.
Speak some ancient Hebrew for me. Educate me.
You said give you some major words. How about water, for instance? Let's go to Mayum.
Okay,
The
what
Niger
about it?
Congo, okay, in the Niger Congo language, you can say Mayum as well, and that is water as well. How about let's go to
In the Niger Congo
I got
language?
yeah.
Which one of the Niger Congo languages? What are you talking about? You
The
see, you see.
Canadian, I might be saying it wrong. Canadian, something like that. But
Hey, Cant.
anyhow, I've studied to know these things. Just like when they say power, they say Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And when we say power, we say Abba Yah. You feel me? That's our power. Hey, feel how you want, bro. But at the end of the day, I could prove what I'm saying. Y'all sit here laugh,
I
cracking
know you can
jokes.
prove what you said. I
Y'all can
know,
prove what I'm
I know,
saying.
I know how conjecture works. You see, look here. If you squint hard enough, you might just be able to squint. Look. You see. It almost kind of look like if you look good enough. Like I know how that scholarship works. Yeah, it's called conjecture.
Yeah, I hear you, but look, you can look it up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go look it up for yourself. You know, it's a .org source. You can look it
And
up for
all of
yourself.
and
It'll
all
show
of
you that. It'll also show you that
hey, yeah, you
West
saying all
Africa. What's
Ancient
up?
Zulu,
yeah,
ancient Hebrew is Zulu dialect. Okay.
all the words in ancient Hebrew is related to Niger Congo languages. Is what you're saying?
I gave you a lot of and one of our debates, I gave you a lot of word linguistics that showed you that these were related. They were related. You know,
So,
I'm
so,
just
so, show me the genetic connection between the two. This is how linguistics works. For even the comparison to be made, you need to show and be
oh,
able to show a genetic
shouldn't we
connection.
do that? Shouldn't we be able to do that like amongst the Bantu tribes? Because you gotta think.
No,
You remember you
no,
told me earlier.
you're
No, I'm
talking
just going.
about,
No, what I'm
about ancient Hebrew, which is
saying, I'm going
spoken
out.
in the Levant, and you are saying that not Egyptian, not Bantu, not the Niger Congo languages, not the Nilo-Saharan languages, none of these, right? Not the Khoisan, not the original languages spoken by these groups of
I
people, but
love
they
it.
were speaking Hebrew. So now you need to show me that genetic link. How? Show me how that language moves through and reaches there.
Because it was
Show
in
me.
Africa, brother. Even if you want to go on biblical sources, the
No,
language was in Africa first. If you knew anything about what I know, you see what I'm saying? And then
yeah.
going further, what I know, you know what I'm saying? The language is in Africa because Shem and him stays together. That's one thing for sure. They stay together. Uh,
Who? What?
Now when
Wait,
we
wait,
go,
wait, wait, wait. Stop, 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 stop. Who and what? Who and what stay
the
together?
biblical characters,
Okay,
according to
okay,
the biblical characters
okay. So
who
we're
you
having.
thought
So I understand the
Shem.
communication error right now. We're having two distinct conversations. I'm having a real historical
Yeah, I
conversation.
am too. I just
No,
don't think you have understanding of both.
you're quoting the narrative of a flood with Shem and I'm good. Okay, you can have it. You're
Hey,
right,
wait, wait,
bro.
wait. Can I can I
Whatever you
can
want to
I can I
believe.
interject real quick?
Yeah,
Go
you
ahead,
have
man.
the floor. I'm good.
I just wanted to say one thing. What the brother said about water being Mayin in Congo. That's no the water. The word for water is Masa, bro. That's water in Kikongo. Not it don't. It's not Mayin.
Okay, well, it's my in the Bantu languages. Maybe I need to go find the accurate one, and maybe you could look it up, or I could show you. It don't matter. I got, you know what I mean, bro. I study this stuff. It's Mayim. I wouldn't lie. And then to say power is Yahweh. You know, Abba Yah is how you say. We say Father. We call our Father power. And you know, in the Hebrew. So, ethno-linguistics show this, bro. I can go more in. I can go in even more and show you how when it comes to a priest or a prophet, you know what I mean, they use the word Kohan,
But then
you know.
you said power. So the word power would have to mean their God. So you telling me that the Congo pantheon and the Hebrew pantheon share a connection?
Uh-oh.
You that's what you're gonna have to go study. I study for myself to see it,
I
but
know,
I
I
would say
know,
that
I
that's
know, I know, I know for a fact it doesn't.
you
The
know for a
Tati
fact it does.
Zombie is not
Hey,
Tati
bro, I'm
Zombie
gonna
and
tell you,
Yahweh.
I'm gonna tell you like this:
Hold
the
on. Let me
debate.
tell you, Tati Zombie and Yahweh are two totally separate, different deities. Tati Zombie, or in other parts of Africa, they call him Sunini Nanini or Nkulu. That's not the God of Abraham. That's a total separate deity. What you're doing is you're trying to bring
Nah, I ain't
biblical
messing
narrative
nothing up, bro.
to.
No, hold on,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Don't do
are.
that, bro. Because what you just try to do, bro. You see, I said they beliefs are the same. Now you're gonna say that
I
I
know, but
said that everything that they do are the same.
belief to be the
And
same,
so when I say the belief is the same, if you're gonna hear what I'm saying, why I'm saying the belief is the
go
same
ahead,
instead
go
of
ahead,
just
go ahead.
sort of compiling things, bro. When you know what y'all use the term in for, right? You know exactly what y'all use when they say in Goonie in Yamni, you know exactly what I use that for, right? Okay, so when y'all use in, you know, it's basically just like it's like expounding on a proverb or using the word as a proverb, almost in conjunction as that. So when you say in, Yah, may, I mean, I'm not gonna stretch it and say it's the same God, but just because I know that in part is just how they speak over there. Like when you say Ngoni, his name is really Goni, but they say Ngoni. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I understand certain things, but yeah, just get into the study, bro, because people laugh and you know what I mean. Think it's
Because you
I
know,
ain't bullshitting.
because
I'm
now
gonna bring it in.
I laugh because I was at that part. I was at that point that where you at right now, trying to connect the two. But you have to totally disregard the Abrahamic faith when it comes to African culture, brother. You're not gonna like you at the point to where you're trying to connect the Holy Land being in the Congo and stuff like. Bro, I already did that 3 years ago. That's none of that's true. It's not true. What's gonna happen is you're gonna slowly but surely realize it. The only way that you can connect to the culture is you have to totally disregard Abrahamic faith. That doesn't have nothing to do with the Bantu people.
Okay, so what do you know about Africa? Like, far as when you said I'm trying to make the land seem like it's the Holy Land. Like, what is it that you learned
I know.
that I'm missing out on that is keeping
Look,
me in the
I deal with
Abrahamic
the
faith?
whole. I deal with the whole maps and all of that. When it comes down to it, all those maps and things that we were coming across was nothing but what Portuguese created. The Portuguese were the ones that were Jews, and they were setting up shop all up in West Africa. They had trading communities all out there, and they were naming places after biblical locations because these are places they were familiar with. So all that stuff over there, All that stuff over there that you have to
You
find
did,
is
hey, bro,
nothing but.
that's crazy. You just said a bunch of bullshit. You know why I say that? And that's all respect to you, but I just gotta keep it real, bro. You know why I say that? Because the reason why you said some bullshit, bro. The Jerusalem, the Jew that they call in Israel today, bro, the Jerusalem in Africa was there way longer. So what do you man, let me get off of this motherfucking call, man. Y'all have a nice one, man. Hey, look, Saturday night, man.
Look,
Y'all
hey,
already
look,
know
I can
how I'm
see you in the
coming,
debate.
man.
Hey, look. Hey,
I
yeah,
don't
you
want
my brother, bro. Look, I highly advise you to watch that debate that Ron Dalton just lost to the Deacon to, bro. The Deacon destroyed that nigga when he tried to say the Holy Land is in sub-Saharan Africa, bro. Yeah, I
to
advise you to watch that debate.
that's he got a debate. He got a debate Saturday. So I don't want
Hey, I thought I didn't see the debate yet. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, maybe
All
bro
right,
didn't
you
bring.
better
Maybe he
watch it.
didn't come with.
You better,
Hey, maybe he didn't come
you
with.
better
Maybe
watch
he
it.
didn't come with it. How you see it? What you go look at it on?
I'll send it to you, bro. I'll send it to you, man.
All right,
I
send it
got
to me,
you.
bro. I'm about to hop out real quick, man. Send it to me for sure, bro.
All right, bro.
All right,
hey
much
yeah,
love, y'all.
hey yeah,
Huh?
you already
Yeah, you already know it, man. Just tell Misery, man. Have it. Hey, just be ready. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got you.
All right, shalom, y'all.
All right.
Peace, my brother.
Uncle Sid, once you heard him and Tim, you had to
That was
stop him.
it. Yeah, I'm bow out. I'm not tap out. You can have that. We are having two distinct conversations, and yeah, now I got to go and explain to you why the idea of 8 people coming off a boat would lead to incest. You would need to explain the fact that we have 3,500 years of continuous Egyptian culture, no break in it, no point that it was wiped out and started over.
No mass
How
exodus.
so? How the hell are you talking about Noah? So and Shaman? What the implications of me accepting that argument leads me down a rabbit hole that was not the grounding of the discussion. When he said land of milk and honey, I did not assume a biblical reference. I was assuming the natural
Resources.
resources that are found on the continent, right? That's obvious. That's an easy one, right? The world knows this. That's why the focus is on that that particular continent, right? But you cannot ground these arguments. You cannot make a linguistic claim like that without being able to show a genetic connection, right? Both linguistically and and as human beings, you need to show a migration path. We know that the Levantine languages are all part of the Afro-Asiatic language group. How do you do what you did?
And
and
to
and,
be
and the conjecture and it looks like and it sounds like and this could be if you squint hard enough and that's conjecture. That's no way. That's no methodology to build your argument, son.
to
You're
be
going to always get beat up.
to be specific, when you hear Uncle Sid say Levant, he's talking about Middle East. He's talking about Arabian Peninsula, Mediterranean type of those. Make the claim that Bantus came out of Africa, went to the Arabian Peninsula, and was over there and the languages intermingled. That's a huge leap. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge leap. We didn't have boats like that.
Yeah, you can't have that both ways. You simply can't. That's wild. That's just wild. But nice try though.
Hey Bantu, you there? Hey Uncle Sid, it sound like you Bantu. What the I heard Dwayne been catching bodies in the group chat, man.
Oh man, yeah, man. it's been going down. It's been going down, man. It's been, it's been doing that fizzle up in the chat room, bro. You need to, man. We gonna have to get you back active in there, bro.
Nah,
Active
nah,
in
nah,
there.
nah. Nah, I don't want to
You need
get
to come do
active
some
in there.
scouting. You need to come do some scouting, man. Nah, come do some scouting, man. Some new talent out here, man. You need to come. You know what I'm saying? Bring them onto the platform, man. We got some fresh
Hey,
scouts for you.
just send them the link, man. To just send them the link. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. We can do the scouting live. You know what I'm saying? We can do all the screening live.
See, I think you got I think you got Honey Clark over there. She ready for you too. She was like, she needs some
Nah,
instructions about that.
hey, look, it's like this. It's like this, man. Too. I'm arguing with one of them. They like, we Homo sapiens. We've been around 300,000. We've been walking Earth 300,000 years. I'm like, we have not been walking around 300,000 years. We Homo sapiens sapiens. They couldn't even understand they was Homo sapiens sapiens. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
let's clear that up. Let's clear that up. The subspecies Homo sapiens sapien, which refers to anatomically modern humans, is estimated to have emerged around 200,000 to 300,000 years ago. This time frame marks the appearance of modern humans' physical characteristics such as a rounded skull, smaller face, and more complex brain in fossil records. Key evidence comes from fossil finds such as those of Jebel Irahut in Morocco, which dates about 300,000 years ago and are considered among the earliest representatives of Homo sapiens sapiens. These fossils show a mixture of archaic and modern features, marking the transition towards fully modern humans. By around 70 to 100,000 years ago, Homo sapiens sapiens began migrating out of Africa, spreading across the globe, and gradually replacing or interbreeding with other hominins such as Neanderthals and Denisovans. Right? This period is also marked by the development of more sophisticated tools, etc., etc. So Homo sapiens sapien has been around for approximately 200,000 to 300,000 years old, right? However, there is a difference between Homo sapiens and Homo sapiens sapiens. Are both used in the classification of modern humans, but they have slightly different meaning in historical context and anthropology. Homo sapiens means wise man, and Homo sapiens sapien meaning wise man. Uh, this Homo sapiens sapien is a subspecies level Homo sapiens sapien, which are all of us that are alive today, from Chinese to Africans to Europeans. We are all within the subspecies Homo sapiens sapien, right? The Homo sapiens refer to the species as a whole, including all members of the species which have ever lived. Homo sapiens sapiens refers specifically to modern humans, distinct from extinct subspecies like Neanderthals and other archaic forms of humans.
So,
In most modern contexts, though, Homo sapiens sapiens is used to denote modern humans as the sole surviving subspecies of Homo sapiens sapiens of Homo
so,
sapiens.
and another argument was another. It was like 3 or 4 arguments, Bantu, but they was on some goofy shit, and we started trolling. We never got down to the real information. But another one of the conversations was that Homo sapiens wiped out all the other Homo sapiens wiped out Neanderthals, and that
No,
yes, that don't even make no sense. And not just that, but when I was saying that all the other Homo sapiens was extinct, we was already down the rabbit hole. And maybe I misspoke. Maybe I said Homo sapiens was extinct, but we know that Homo sapiens sapien is under Homo sapien. So you knew the context that I was making. Basically, what I was
yes,
saying was Homo sapiens sapiens is all of the other Homo sapiens are extinct. Homo Neanderthal,
yeah, they
Homo
all
heter,
they all the rest of them extinct. All the rest of them. Only our subspecies is still around.
Homo erectus, Homo, all the rest of them motherfuckers. You know what
All
I'm
the
saying?
rest of them are gone, and there's some of them that we don't even know about, right? So so we don't even and even in the fossil records, there are Homo groups that didn't lead to nowhere. They just went extinct, right? So
We
well,
wasn't walking around. No, we wasn't walking around everywhere. No, 300,000 years. Homo sapiens didn't wipe out Neanderthals. There's a whole bunch
no,
of rabbit
no.
arguments.
These subspecies coexisted, right? Denisovan existed, Neanderthalis existed, Homo sapiens sapien existed, right? However, Homo sapiens sapien, just based on our specific subspecies, how we develop, right? Our ability to form larger groups, etc. Right? Once we migrated out, there was interbreeding with both Denisovan and and Neanderthals, but they finally went extinct, just like all the rest of the other Homo sapien examples of humans. All other humans went extinct. Aren't those Homo sapiens you still
Oh,
pseudo?
my bad. Yeah, yeah. Those.
Subspecies. If you go down the ladder, subspecies Homo sapiens sapien. Yes, we are still Homo sapiens. However, we are a subspecies. No other Homo sapien group are around. The only subspecies which exists is Homo sapien. The rest of the Homo sapiens are extinct.
The sister,
They no longer here. So the only subspecies that exists is Homo sapien. Yes, we still Homo sapien. Yes, we still mammals. Yes, we still eukaryotes. Yes, we're still all of that.
yeah,
But there ain't no more Homo sapiens around. Only Homo sapien. And colloquially, they would refer to humans as Homo sapien, right? However, when you're accurate, you would say Homo sapien. Why? Because when you hear about humans 2 million years ago, you are not going to think of a modern humans. Yet they fall within the Homo genus. So science would say humans 2 million years ago, and you would create the misassumption that they are talking about Homo sapien, whereas they are not referring to Homo sapien.
fact, fact, fact. So it's
Because
the
Homo sapien started around 300,000 years ago. Period.
and if you look it up, some of the sources will say Homo sapiens 170,000. Some said just looked up one that say 200 to 300,000. But we talking about Homo sapiens everywhere. We wasn't everywhere 300,000 years ago as modern human beings. That was the point. Hey, Uncle Sid, I appreciate you. Yeah, Bantu, man. So it's just a whole bunch of pseudo judo, whole bunch of pseudo judo madness. You know what I'm saying? I had to be the bad guy. I had to be the bad guy that one day.
Yeah, gotta be the bad guy. Because when you're having these conversations, it's just about being scientifically correct. So, subspecies Homo sapien. Yes, we are still part of the Homo sapiens, but we're a subspecies. The rest of the subspecies of Homo sapiens are extinct, which is Neanderthalis, Denisovan, Homo erectus, and we could go all down the chain.
Thank you, Uncle Sid. All right, misery, man. I just had y'all come off the panel. I'm gonna get him back in here. He was talking cash shit, man. I hope you know
He
he
got
didn't.
chased off. He got chased off.
We
He
was
got
putting
chased him out.
that African smoke on him.
He
Man, it
got
was
cooked.
ready for him. He had to get out of here.
Misery, where you at? I probably got. Oh yeah, Misery at work. And shit, man. Misery going in. Hey, Bantu, man. I see you getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Uh, give us a little insight on this Mutu Mafia, man. You creating a Bantu gang for us?
Hey, not at all, man. That's just I just what I'm saying. Just the name. That's all. Ain't no gang behind it or nothing. You know what I mean? The brothers always say, "Oh, the word Bantu was coined," but this. So I was like, okay, let me switch it up on. Let me, what I'm saying, on my moon tune. Human. That means human. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about humanity, my nigga. At the end of the day, fuck all this division through religion bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on. Dealing with the facts, dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to the evidence and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like the whole pseudo shit, pseudo killer shit. Just like to get the information, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a student. I'm just learning. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no movement behind me, though. It's just me, man. Shut up. I am the mafia.
Since you hold Hey, I'm part of Mutu Mafia too, man. From Arizona to Texas. I'm part of Mutu Mafia. Anything black first, anything black power, you know what I'm saying? I'm down. Hey, Mister, man, I'm gonna get y'all back up in here, man. You was talking cash shit. I hope you're ready for Saturday, bro.
I heard Bantu giving him that work, man. He said he told y'all watch the debate that Deacon did with what was it Pastor who?
Should never said that, man.
But
God,
Ron Dalton, the brother that did produce Hebrews to Negroes, he's trying to go to Africa. He's in South Africa right now and trying to convince them that that's the Holy Land. So he had recently did a debate against what's his name, the deacon, and man, the deacon shut that dude down, bro. Shut him down bad too.
Yeah, no, it's impossible for Israel to be in West or South Africa. Hey, did Wavy? I mean, did y'all even say a specific location of where in Africa it is?
I believe he's indicating the sub-Saharan tropical region of Africa, and I just pretty much told him, I was on that same thought process a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I thought the same thing, but me, I do research. You know what I'm saying? I'll never allow myself to get just stuck in one place. And I started finding more evidence that a lot of maps and things that I was coming across were just basically stuff that the Luso Africans and the Portuguese had created when they had set up shop over there in West and Central Africa. So I mean, he go fuck around and find out though, man. He's digging deep. I keep telling him, man, you finding all the stuff that I found, man. You gonna find your way out the dark real soon. You know what I'm saying?
hey, Misery. So you saying you ready? So I ain't gotta, you ain't got no bulletin board material. Misery probably like that. All right, Misery like that. Hey, Uncle said, man, how you feel about uh hey Banter, you got a question for Uncle said? About to pull something up. You got a question for Uncle said, Bantu?
On your thing, whatever happened with the Judah Naz and Cedric debate, man. I was looking forward to that.
Uncle said, man, you been paying attention to Judah? Uncle Judah is going wild now, man.
Listen, listen. He goes everywhere with the same exact playbook. He gets slapped around the same exact way. But when you're a psychopath, you don't even realize it. Pew, 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 pew. You're with a white man singing, with a white god, and you're over there in Japan with an Asian lady. But we are worshiping the white man because we're scientifically literate. And nobody acquiesced to his bullshit anymore. These dudes are so washed up. The more the community engages in what we are doing, the more and more the quality and the level of rhetoric is elevated. People see through the nonsense. That's why, I mean, shout out to JJ 7000, bro. That's
Hey,
all.
Judah Naz, you still you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
shout out, hey, yeah. Hey, shout out
Hey,
to JJ. Hey, you know JJ denounced the God of the Israelites, man. He is no longer a Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that brother right there, man.
hey, Uncle Judah, you still you still, you know what I'm saying, welcome on this panel every time. Whatever y'all got going on,
Yeah,
hey,
whenever you show up around here, you know I'm the boogeyman. I'm gonna be on this like a boogie. I'm gonna be on your head, ninja.
whatever Judah's ass decide to do, let them do that. You don't need to be somebody picking no side. I know they're gonna be back cool next month. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy. See. Maybe I mean I keep saying it. I like guns. I like knives. I like bow and arrow. I like martial arts. I love to fight. Like I enjoy a fight. I watch boxing every weekend or some form of martial arts. So I love a good fight. And Judah is the perfect type of a brother to fight with. He has all the bravado, but none of the skills. So he's gonna stand there and take the ass whooping.
Hey, look, misery. Hey, misery. Hey, I don't know what happened exactly, but you need to talk to Judah Dad, man. He needs all the love we can send him right now, man. He's going through it, making 3 videos a day, going at the pace of 6. Misery, that's your partner. You helped him start it through a night. I need you to
He's mentally, he's coming, he's falling apart with this. But I'm not falling. What y'all? Let me talk to you. Listen. What is happening right now? Listen. What is happening right now is I'm completely losing it. I'm completely losing it. I'm losing it. I'm falling apart by the seams. I'm not seeming to be able to gather my thoughts. I'm incoherent. I'm starting to realize it. I don't even see myself when I look in the mirror anymore. When I look in the mirror, all I see is. Can you imagine how that feels? Wait a minute. Pew, 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 pew. That's what's going on. So I need to be on YouTube and express myself because I feel alienated. I feel alienated from the community that I'm supposed to be a part of because I'm Judah Nass. I'm supposed to be the God. And you know what citizens mean. So you can imagine right now I'm falling apart the seams. I'm on the streams and I can't get 10 viewers and it hurts my feelings. I'm completely lost. Son Edit doesn't want me. Nobody wants me anymore. I'm out here by myself. Can y'all understand the pressure that I'm going through? No, Wavy. You need to shut the fuck up a minute. You're an agent, Wavy. I hear you. Trying to be an agent, Wavy. Why you cutting me off? Wavy, why you cutting me off? Wavy, why you cutting me off? You see, this is the same shit. You working for the government. Wavy, you working for the government. I knew, Wavy. I can't trust you. You cutting me off. Why you cutting me off? I'm trying to express this right here, right now, but you're acting like an agent. Why you doing that, Wavy? I'm trying to speak.
Catholic. Hey, misery. He'll throw them buzzwords at you. Oh, you're a Freemason. That's that compulsory. Throw them buzzwords at you, man.
But back to I didn't hear what you said because I guess I got cut off. You said where did y'all say that Israel was at in West Africa?
Who what?
Oh no, he didn't give it the thing. He didn't give it the thing location.
But you noticed that, right? I asked, we're supposed to be debating about, where this land of milk and honey, where the land of Israel's at, and he hasn't even specifically said where it's at. He just said West Africa. Those
Y'all know that. Y'all know that that's not a very good combination, right? Milk and honey.
Oh,
I don't know what you're
He's
talking
going
about.
to use. He's trying to say the sub-Saharan region of Africa is a real land of milk and honey because of the resources, and he's probably going to try to use the Congo. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of people that believe that they say it's either in South Africa or they say it's in the region of the Congo. So what he's going to probably
El
do,
Dorado,
Go ahead.
Atlantis is in the middle of the Congo, and El Dorado is a cave in South Africa. But y'all don't know these stuff because y'all fucking blind. Y'all
real quick. All right, it sounds
Say
like
that again. He broke up.
you said 'cause you don't know about.
I was spitting that real pseudoscience stuff that y'all know nothing about. See, West Africa is where the in the Congo is the actual place of Atlantis. But y'all don't know this stuff. And you think that El Dorado was somewhere in South America. Mi hermano, El Dorado is in a cave in South Africa. The motherland. It's always been the motherland.
Yeah, my bad, Misery. My bad, Misery. All right, take off, Misery. You trolling? Take off.
I don't know shit about fucking Africa, so everybody talk. It's funny everybody talks. It's funny everybody talks about it, but ain't nobody there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I find hilarious about the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? You got Cedric here talking about shit being
Says
over
the
there, but yeah,
Israelite. Says the
Cedric,
Israelite
where you
from
live at?
Mexico.
Cedric,
Says the
where
Israelite
you
from
live at?
Mexico.
Hey,
Me, I
Cedric,
live in the Caribbean. Where I'm from.
aren't you from the
I from the
Caribbean?
Caribbean. I from the Caribbean. I live in the Caribbean. However,
And you love the Caribbean. Don't you love the
your
Caribbean? Don't you love
argument
your
is flawed.
island? Don't you love your island? Yes, you love your island. You know you don't love? You don't love no damn freaking South freaking jungle Africa shit that you just mentioned. That's what I'm just saying, bro.
No,
Y'all better start shitting on the y'all better start shitting on
I
America.
don't
Y'all
be
know
on here claiming I'm a
y'all
fucking
know the
Israelite.
America,
I know
the America.
I am not the Mexican claiming to be an Israelite, bro.
Well,
Like,
I'm not a Mexican. You know, that's not the typical. That's the typical thing to say.
yeah, look,
You know what
look,
I'm saying?
you deny you who don't come from nowhere else, born and bred where you're from, denying where you from. Yet you try to bring the argument this way. Like, how disingenuous can you be? Do I claim to be anything but where I'm from? I'm an atheist. I don't claim none of these spooky nonsense. You are Mexicano, born and raised, a Catholic Mexicano,
Believe in the
claiming
Quran?
to be
Isn't it the guy that believes in the Quran?
claiming to be a Jew
Hold on,
from
don't you believe
Israel.
in the Quran? Don't you?
Quran,
You and Jesse here
bro,
picking up the
bro.
Quran?
So sorry, Cedric
Now you're an
Ortega.
atheist? When did you
Ortega,
turn to atheist?
hardcore pseudo killer, atheist, scientifically
Hold on,
literate,
wavy. Is this
methodological
not the same
naturalist.
Cedric that was a Muslim with Jesse just 2 months ago?
You drink too much or smoke some bad shit. Me, a Muslim? Bro, I was putting the two of you against each other and putting all y'all, both of y'all.
wavy.
Both,
I'm bugging
I
out.
was debating.
Was this
Wait,
not the
you mean
same
the time
Cedric
I was
that
debating
was with
that I
Jesse
was
trying to
debating
go
both the
against me and
Christian
y'all?
and the Muslim, and I was questioning the
Quran.
Muslim about
That's
how
not
the
the
hell
same Cedric.
Allah could split,
And now
about
you're an
Allah could
atheist.
split the fucking moon.
Oh, so
When I was
you're a
asking
deceiver.
him,
That's what
when
you
I
are.
was
You're a deceiver.
asking, bro, I was
You're
on
a
this panel,
deceiver, sir. You're a
bro,
deceiver. My
bro.
Quran is perfect. My Quran is perfect. Your Bible has contradictions. That's what you're arguing. That's what your ass was arguing months ago. Picking up the Quran.
You done, bro? You done? Again, you find anywhere on any platform that Cedric, hardcore atheist, is bigging up any stupid religious doctrine, anyone. While I was on here questioning a brother who claimed to be a Muslim on how Muhammad could have split the moon, I was making a complete mockery of the notion. Just like I would ask you, tell me what the donkey said.
No, no,
Tell me
no.
what the donkey
Stop
said.
it, brother.
Tell me.
Stop it.
So now,
Brother,
so now
stop
you're
it.
gonna tell
Wait,
me
you
that
better stop
I'm
this
a
clown. Hey, wait, you better stop this clown.
Wavy,
You know I'm
deal with
playing the
this
video
guy.
clip.
Wavy,
You know I'm playing
Wavy,
the video clip and you
Wavy,
saying,
bro,
oh, just look, your
I'm
Muslim
right here.
friend is here
I'm
to back
right
you
here
up. You and
on the
Cedric, hold on, let me call him
goddamn
Uncle
panel.
Cedric.
You
So he
cannot
can
tell
back
me
up
that I
the Muslim brother
ever
Jesse.
was in support of a doctrine that I never read, don't have, or can stand behind because they're all
It's all
bullshit.
recorded.
You're
It's all
being
recorded.
disingenuous and a
It's all
fucking
recorded.
liar at this point. So pull it up.
It's in
It's recorded, pull
recording.
it up. All right,
been
I'll wait.
recording.
Pull it.
I'll pull.
I'll
Matter of
wait.
fact, I'll video
I'll
clip
wait.
it. I'll video clip it. And the next time I'm on, I'm gonna pull it
No,
up so
no,
you
no,
can
no, no,
shut
no,
your
no, no,
ass
no,
up.
no next time.
Because
No
Wavy,
next time.
I'm
No.
gonna have it multiple times of Wavy saying, "Oh, here comes Jesse's."
You're muted, Wavy. We can't hear you.
All right, Misery. That wasn't him. That was Uncle Asar. That wasn't him, Misery. That was when I was showing them pictures of him in Egypt. That was Uncle Asar M. Ka. That was Uncle Asar M. Ka. When he was speaking Arabic with Jesse. That was last week. That's not Uncle Said. That's two different people, Misery. Y'all both got the flow.
Said,
Go ahead,
you
Misery.
say you call him Uncle Sam.
That was Uncle Asar M. Ka. That was Asar M. Ka that used to be a
Nah,
Muslim.
no, bro. It was sad, bro. It's this guy right here. Hold on, I'm gonna put a fucking video clip. Y'all are trying to clown me right now, bro. I know who the fuck Cedric
You
is. He's the
are a
same guy that
clown.
was double teaming
You
with,
are a
but
clown.
he submitted here saying that he was
You're
there in the
proving right
argument
now
about
you're
the
a
way talk about
goddamn
how
clown.
Muhammad
Right
created,
now,
how
you're
Muhammad
proving how much of a clown you are.
created. I brought it up, and him and Jesse were defending the Quran. It is the same Cedric. This is the same guy multiple times with Jesse, not just once. And I'm gonna play the fucking video clip. Y'all trying to clown me right now. I know who the fuck
You
I'm
are
talking
a
to.
clown.
Hold
You
on, Uncle
are a
Said.
clown.
I know who the fuck I'm talking to. It's the same fucking clown that was on the fucking Muslim shit with Jesse.
Hold on. Misery. That wasn't Uncle Said, but that was Uncle Asar M. Ka. Trust me. And then you got Brother Marcus. Brother Marcus, he be with Jesse. Trust me, what he said. Uncle Said is only here. You just be up here talking about science. You talk to Uncle
That
Said,
sounds like Garfield.
huh?
I've been saying, I know who fuck Cedric is. He was
This
the one with
dude,
Jesse. He's the one that
this
sounds like
dude,
Garfield. He's the one that
bro.
me and Judah Navarrete were clowning that one time. And I say, yo, Judah, this guy sounds like fucking Garfield
Yeah, you
from Jaguar.
Misery.
I
You
know
talk
who Cedric is.
exactly. Why you saying the wrong thing? You talking about
It's
Asar.
not the same. It's not a SAR, bro. I'm the truth. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I don't even know who you even
Exactly.
talking about. I know who Cedric is. Cedric is the same guy with Jesse multiple times, at least 2 or 3
Keep
times.
talking. Keep talking.
Him and
Prove it.
Jesse were
Prove it.
picking up the
Prove
Quran,
it.
bro.
You prove it. Prove it.
Talk
Pull
about
the
the
clip
Quran
up.
is perfect
Pull
and
the
how the
clip up.
Bible is
Pull
going
the
to have
clip up.
contradictions.
Pull the clip. Pull the
Now,
clip up.
I
Pull the
will. I
clip
will
up.
pull the clip. I will pull the clip up.
Now,
Trust
come
me.
on, come on. We're right here, right now. You find a clip where I am quoting or supporting
When
Islam
I
or the
get home
Quran.
and I do
Find
what I
one.
do,
Find one,
when I
you
do best,
clown.
I'll get the video clip.
Now you are making yourself a clown
I
because
know
you
it's
got
you. I
corrected
know it's
by
you.
the host of
I
the
know it's
show,
you.
but you double
I
down.
know it's you. I know
You
it's
know
you.
me better than me. So now I'm asking you to provide evidence because I know there's none. So now you're
And I
making
will.
yourself
And
a
I
clown.
will. And I will.
Now
Next
you're
time Wavy's
making
on. And
all
Wavy,
you need
at
to
the
say
end of the day,
is, bro, I made it. I'm
At
sorry.
the end of the
Sorry,
day,
man. My bad.
Wavy knows
My
I'm going to do
mistake,
what I
bro.
do best.
I
I am
was
going to go
confused.
back to the
You
clips and
are
I'm
going
going to
to
show the
prove
fucking
that
evidence.
I
I know it
am
was you. I know
am
for
a Christian, that I
100%
am a
fact
Muslim.
it was you.
hold up, both of y'all, hold up. This, look, check me out. Misery talked to Uncle Said at least 5 times before, and the way I know Misery know who Uncle Said is because I remember about 2 weeks ago he said Uncle Said sound like Garfield. He did tell me that, but you got two shows mixed up. Misery, listen to me. Listen to me. You got two shows mixed up. Because the next show after that, that's when Asar came on with the Jesse stuff. But Asar was banging on Jesse, so he never said the Quran was. Hold up, Misery, I got you muted. Hold up, give me a second. Asar was banging on Jesse. He never said the Quran was perfect. That got me thinking, you talking about Marcus. Marcus the only one to come on here with Jesse and say the Quran is perfect. Asar was coming on here speaking Islam with Jesse, speaking the Muslim shit with him, speaking Arabic and all of that. But when Jesse started showing contention, Asar started banging on him. So Misery, you got two different shows mixed up, brother. Trust me, Misery. Your mic unmuted. Unmute your mic again.
I think you are right. I think it was Marcus then. It was Marcus.
Yeah, Cause look, cause I don't want you to know what I'm saying. Keep thinking a nigga trying to play you or none of that. Trust me, it's two different people.
All right, yeah, I guess yeah, Cedric confused me when he said that he was with Jesse talking about that the sun, moon, and star shit. And I remember that we had a discussion. I could swear it was me. It must have been Marcus then with that discussion. Me, Marcus, and Jesse. We also discussed about the creation story of the Quran.
You got some smoke with the Big Bang.
The what?
You got some smoke with the Big Bang theory.
I don't really care.
You don't really care. All right, what about uh the the sun on the fourth day?
What about the fourth day?
Did God create the sun on the fourth day or the third day?
I forget. Probably the third or fourth day. Yeah, something like that.
So I'm starting to hear a different interpretation. I'm starting to hear that He created the sun. It was already light before He created the sun, so it wasn't
No.
like with plants and all of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, you talk about the light in in Genesis verse 3, I believe. Yeah, that light is not talking about the sun. Like I said, when you look at that word, like I said, it's the same freaking word. It's in past tense. Nothing that was in creation. So that light that he basically restored it. That's basically what happened in Genesis 1 and 3. He restored that light. He didn't create it.
So when people make the argument, how can you create the sun on the third day? And you had plants and all that. What was they getting their energy source from and all that? You would say that it was already a light, right?
I don't know. No, right now
Or
I just pulled up to work, so I was kind of concentrating on work real quick. Matter of fact, I might hop back on in a little bit. I gotta clock in and all this stuff real quick.
all right, that's a bit. That's a bit.
All
Hey,
right.
Bentu, I need answers. Bentu, I need answers. Okay, say how this sound. Did my pseudo sound right? If you create the sun on the fourth day, probably gotta unmute your mic, Uncle said. I heard the argument that it was already light, even though they had the sun. I was trying to see if I can catch Misery up, man. He took off running from me. He wasn't trying to hit it. What time the gang come on?
Sorry about that. There are a couple of perspectives here. First of all, define a day. That's the first thing that a Christian would need to do. Because a day is defined by 24 hours. That is our rotation around our axis in a day, which creates a day, right? So there's a sun, and we move around it in that 24-hour cycle, which creates the night and day. So how can you have a day to have a day 1, a day 2, a day 3, without there being a sun at the center of our galaxy? Number 2, for us to recognize a day, we would need to be on our planet. So the perspective from which the author is writing from the perspective of being on the planet and observing 24 hours. This is not a God narrative, because God wouldn't be able to see 24 hours because he doesn't rotate around the sun, because he's not on the planet. So it's very questioning. It raises my suspicion when we are referring to creation in terms of 24-hour sequences or day different days, right? Because that creates the narrative from an earthly perspective. Now, you would have to explain what the light is that is illuminating the planet, if not the sun, for 3 days prior to the sun being produced on the fourth day.
Bingo.
How can
Bingo.
you have vegetation produced on the third day without a sun to warm the planet? Whereas we know the way plants work is by um, photosynthesis, and for photosynthesis, you would require a sun. So, how do you have plants for 24 hours without a sun? They would have all died.
Right.
Then, on the fourth day, now the sun is created. Do you see the problem? The irrationality, the illogicalness, and
Oh,
the
this probably one more irrational. The splitting up in the womb. 'Cause when he said him and Ham stayed together, you had to stop the conversation. So the splitting up the lineages in the womb. Can you go a little bit on that?
utter nonsense.
Esau was
These,
was what? Ed and Harry?
these
What
are
they?
these are this is a simplified story trying to explain the phenotypes that these people encountered around them. The different phenotypes. They're talking about the Greek. They're talking about the African, or not necessarily the African, but they're talking about the North African. They are talking about and themselves. The Jews are Arabs. They all come from the same genetic stock. So this is a simplified way of trying to explain the phenotypes that they see around them. This is not a scientific endeavor. It's not a historical narrative. It is writing, and like these people do back in those times, they stealing from everybody. This is a this is based on the Epic of Gilgamesh, story of
Mm,
Noah,
mm,
which comes before it.
mm.
So all these deficiencies and all these errors in reasoning leads us to these flawed reasoning and conclusion. So
Overstood.
no,
Overstood.
the Bible doesn't explain cosmology. It doesn't explain evolution, although it claims to. And we have tools to test it, so we can test the inerrancy of this document. And we can conclude that it is a primitive man's way of trying to explain his origins. That's it. Nothing more. I hold nothing against these people. They, these endeavors are what humans do, and we will continue to do. In 200 years from now, when they're reading all the string theories and all the hypotheses that we were trying to explain before the Big Bang, they'll be laughing at us because these stories will be just as fantastical to them. It is called the evolution of understanding. It's with empirical data that we continue to develop an understanding of the universe we live in. 200 years from now, we're going to seem primitive in our understanding. 200 years from now, when kids read in books that humans used to work for money, they'll laugh because robots do these stupid things. People have time to do leisure. They just exist.
Uncle said, you gonna get you an optimist.
Huh? If you study history, you would see that is the evolutionary track that we're on. Less and less imposition of free will.
Uncle said, you gonna get you one of them Tesla optimists.
No, hell no. I'm a drive a diesel truck till I die.
They came out with some robots. Uncle said, clean your house, cook your food, all that shit.
Yeah, well, it could clean the house and wash the dishes. I'll give it that. No, it could do the laundry. But I'll cook more. Yeah, it could do the laundry and fold, but I'll do the cooking myself.
So you gonna get a little optimist for the
Yeah, why not?
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm all down. I'm all down for the future. I'm all down for the future. Bro. I'm cool. I'm cool with development. I can imagine a future where trivial things like menial labor, like you know what it is. See someone stand and wash pots. Like we need robots for this shit. We need robots to wash pots, man. This is inhumane. watching dudes washing big ass pots, which cooks 300 pounds of rice. Man, that's just man. I prefer to see a robot doing that. Honestly,
It's gonna come upon a time where folding clothes is barbaric. It's already barbaric for some of us, but folding clothes.
yeah, bro. Like, yeah, these type of things will become like they'll be reading in books. They used to fold their clothes. Wow. Kids had to make their beds. You mean they didn't have automatic folding beds?
Robot
No. Somebody had to physically make the beds. They call it labor.
When y'all next show over there, Pseudo Killer? When y'all next show?
I got no idea. We're working on some shows. I think we're gonna come back with some more political shows, seeing the environment we're in, and then we'll be back on it.
Oh, good, man. Shout out OG God Killer. Shout out Uncle West. Oh, we got Sicky D in the building, man. You know Sicky D always want to have a conversation.
Sicky D in the building.
Uncle said Sicky D is your biggest fan.
My favorite Pseudo.
Burn, 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 burn. Big Cook in the building, baby. They calling me Chef Cook. They want me to start cooking. They want me to get in the kitchen. They want me to bring Hell's Kitchen to this motherfucker. They want me to turn on the flames. Hey, hold on. Hey, what's good though? But shoot, hold on. Let me dive right into this real quick. Hold on.
What up, nephew?
Already. Hey, hold on. Let me drop this for Cedric real quick. So Cedric,
yeah,
just Cedric, I'm gonna drop you a few little gems. So all I'm gonna say is 200 miles in 8 hours.
200 miles
in 8 hours.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. So 200 miles in 8 hours is your moth's migration. Your moths migrate 200 miles in an 8-hour span. So you asked me, where do they migrate from? Where do they migrate to? And I'm telling you, in 8 hours, they can migrate 200 miles.
That is not migrating.
In a day,
that is the range of their territory. That is not migration. That is the range in which
it's not.
That's a range in which they inhabit within 8 hours. They make a radius of above 200 miles.
And they do that with the wind. And they travel with the wind, which carries them 200 miles.
That is not migration.
Well, I'm talking about in the first 8 hours. That's why I said in the first 8 hours, Cedric. So in 24 hours, how far can it go?
Silk, save all that. That's not migration. Hey, Uncle Laurel, you there?
I got the source. Me and Honey Clark literally read it all out in front of Jalen.
Hold up.
We got
brother.
sources on that. But
All
I
right, hold
rest
up.
my case. I just had to
Hey,
get that out.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Uncle Larell,
You
you
asked
there?
and I gave you the knowledge.
I appreciate that, brother.
I appreciate it.
Uncle Larell, you there? Don't go nowhere still. All right, Uncle Larell, you probably gotta unmute your mic. I don't know how we jump back to that goddamn Silky D. I got a question for you still, Professor. I got a
Please,
question.
God. Please,
Uncle Larell,
please,
yeah.
please.
All right, hold on real quick. Still. Uncle Larell, can you give us a little insight on this ancient Hebrew?
You say ancient Hebrew.
Ancient Hebrew. You ever heard of it?
You say who?
You ever heard of ancient Hebrew?
Ancient Hebrew.
Yeah, you ever heard? We just had a black Hebrew come on and said that the ancient Hebrew lines up Niger Congo language. I guess the Bantu language. He wasn't too very.
Nigga, yeah. You better leave that shit alone, boy.
Come on, bring it out.
You better leave that shit alone. That's that shit, nigga.
When we trying to find when we trying to find hey, what's good. When we trying
Yeah,
to
I
go ahead.
cannot deny or agree.
Oh, we got the nigga eyes in the building.
You know what I'm saying? But my brother Ruben, he can most definitely
What it do? What it do?
tell you better than I can, because that linguistics is not my field at all. So I'll bow out on that shit.
But that is
Wow.
Ruben's field.
But that is
Wow.
Ruben field. Ruben and Matt
And Matt.
Dewberry, like both of them brothers are pretty good when it comes to linguistics. And so like that's what I say. If I was you, I would chime one of them in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Big heavy noggers. You know what I'm saying? Drop them
Yeah,
big.
I ain't hear the question. I came in like, I ain't hear the question that was asked, that was posed.
I don't think
Shout
he
out,
said the question yet.
shout out to the Nagas. Oh, the question was the ancient Hebrew. Have you found? Have you where that's at? It seems like that's like a myth. This ancient Hebrew, it seems like it's a myth.
Yeah.
Well, it is a myth, and that's because the people looking in the wrong places for it. And it's I'm gonna say my hypothesis is that it's an African language. You can find it spread across Africa, from West Africa to East Africa. You know what I'm saying? And even down to South Africa, because once you get into, the basics of the Hebrew language, it basically function like African languages function. You know what I'm saying? It's agglutinated. They use roots, prefixes, and affixes in order to modify words. And you'll find a whole lot of cognates spread across Africa that's also found in the Hebrew. So, to my according to my studies within linguistics and comparative between like the Igbo language that I usually deal with and Hebrew, you find a lot of cognates, a lot of words remain unchanged. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, it's the consonants that really, you know, for me, it's the consonants that hit home. So to speak, because you got to understand Hebrew is an abjad system, so that's always been depicted when it was written. You know what I'm saying? It was writing consonants, and
What's good,
it
little brother?
the consonant structures are very similar between a lot of these Niger Congo, Bantu dialects and Hebrew and
That's
Arabic
not
too. It's
true.
like
That's
once you
not
look
true,
at it,
bro.
you'll see.
Hey,
Excuse
stick
me. Excuse
hey,
me.
stick church so we can't
That ain't true. Because how is it connected to Niger Congo languages in that aspect, and you skip all over the other languages that Semitic actually belong to? Semitic is an Afro-Asiatic
Well,
language that belong in that family. The Afro-Asiatic language is
brother,
one of the major language families in Africa. It is not Niger
brother,
Congo at all.
brother, I didn't. You're making all kind of straw man arguments about nothing that I ever claimed. You asked me my hypothesis and where do I think ancient Hebrew is found because it is a mystery. So I gave my
No, it's
opinion
not a,
on that.
it's not a mystery. The Hebrew is a Semitic language. It comes from Afro-Asiatic language. It's related to
Yeah, yeah,
Egyptian,
yes,
Chadic,
yes, brother.
Chadic,
Yeah, yeah,
Amazigh,
that is true.
and
But
Cushitic.
that is true.
brother, can you tell us how to identify a Semite?
And then not only that, now I'm gonna tell him what he said is true, but what he's not seeing is that the Afro-Asiatic and Niger Congo as well as Nilo-Saharan coming off the same proto-language. You
Yeah,
know
they
what I'm saying?
related.
It's coming.
But that's a long time
Okay.
ago, bro.
They're
They diverged
okay.
like more than 40,000 years
They're
ago, bro.
they're related. They're related. So
Going back to 40, going past 40,000 years, them different languages went through different evolutions, bro. Even
these
Niger Cadofian is the father, is the mother language of Niger Congo. You know, so Niger Congo, proto Niger Congo became what it was
ha,
when it went to Central Sahara.
ha,
You know what I'm saying?
have
It
you
mixed in with West
ha,
African hunter gatherers.
have you compared Hebrew to any African languages?
Hebrew fits in with Afro-Asiatic language. We do a comparative method.
No,
You know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
talking about. I'm not talking about
You
Afro-Asiatic.
can't exclude borrow words too, because you
I'm
might find
not.
some comparative methods
Uh,
because the comparative method you can't just use that alone. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
You got what you call borrow words and borrow language from people
brother.
cross
Bro,
culture.
he
You
gas
know what
like
I'm saying?
motherfuckers, bro.
Right, brother.
Hold up, go. Let him go. Go ahead, King.
It's like,
No, brother, go on.
have you physically sit down, looked at Hebrew? I ain't talking about just the script. I'm talking about the language,
Yeah,
not
the language,
what
bro.
we,
I went to
the
school for
language.
anthropology, bro. That
Don't,
was my major, bro.
don't appeal to authority, brother. Okay.
No, I ain't no. I'm appealing to
Uh,
authority because you ain't no expert. I
have,
ain't fooling with you,
have,
bro. I
I
ain't gonna
didn't
holler no
claim,
dude on. I ain't
uh,
hollering no dude sitting down from his couch talking
brother,
about some Hebrew. He discovered
brother,
some type of.
Let him talk. Let him talk, brother.
are you an expert?
Hold up, King.
No, I'm not an
Hold up,
expert, but I got access to experts because I went to school.
Uh,
y'all go ahead.
so you're not an expert. There are no experts on the
But
panel.
I'm hell of an enthusiast.
Okay, you're an enthusiast. I'm not an expert, but I've actually sit down, looked at Hebrew, and examined it using
Well, I can't trust
Igbo.
your viewpoint, bro, because
That's that that's
you
that,
ain't no
that
expert.
that's
You making a lot of mistakes.
Hey,
that's your choice. I mean, and I would like to present my work to you and
Yeah, I want
see
to see it. I
if
want to
you
see
can
it, bro. Cause
and see if you can
I beat
point
up.
out
I
the
saw him on
mistakes.
tele. I beat up some of the best.
I mean, I'm not none of them. You
hold
know.
up. Y'all hold up. Both of y'all hold up. Gullah, you gotta let him ask his question first. You're not letting him ask his question. Let him ask his question, then you answer him, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
It's like,
downstairs, down the hall. Here, hey,
yeah, it's like
what I do?
how you gonna win a
Beat
fight
up
not even
Royal.
knowing what your
Man, I
opponent
already
coming
know,
at you
bro.
with.
Hey, I'm finna be out there. Pseudo ask the same questions, bro. It's gonna be the same
You
shit.
can
I
say
already know what I'm
whatever you
talking
want,
about.
bro.
It's the same premise,
It's
bro.
like I know I done compare Igbo
It's the
to
same, bro.
Hebrew and the Metal Netter and found cognates between all three that remain unchanged. And I would like for you to look at it and see if you could point out the errors.
I bet. I can do that.
go ahead, Gullah.
Uh,
No, he said he got Detroit. I wanna check it out. I wanna check out his work.
Oh, he
A
gonna
lot of
check
this
it out.
stuff I already heard before, bro. Like we have been down this rabbit hole many times, bro. Like I'm influenced with this. Like I could smell a pseudo linguistics from a mile away like a hound dog, bro. This is
Too
easy,
many
bro.
times, brother. Too many times. He's making all the classical errors, and I'm just shaking my head, going, oh, "Okay, all right, yeah, heard that before." Like, completely skipping over the family group that they're in, and no actual genetic connection, and an arbitrary a use of comparative method without any underpinning. I mean, we've
I
been
think,
on this.
hey, Uncle said, let me say this. I think when believers try to when believers try to bring Hebrew into Africa, I think it's more so of a not looking at a map thing, or thinking the Suez Canal is fake and it's all one landmass. I'm not sure, but it's a geographical error every time. It's not a. It's I
Every
think.
single thing.
Go ahead.
And when Gullah illustrated the fact that he went to school for archaeology, he's indicating the fact that he knows methodology. So
King,
I went to school for biochemistry, so I can hear
Anthropology.
flawed
Yeah, anthropology.
methodology,
He just misspoke.
flawed
You know,
methodology off the top, right? So it's not appeal to authority; it's actually being able to identify flawed methodology. And that's why Gola illustrated that he went to school for this stuff.
so Gullah, you just came on because you heard him. You heard the linguistical errors. He
yeah, I
got
heard
Yep.
it.
Gullah a
Soon as he
bully.
said,
Gullah
soon as
is
he
a bully,
said,
y'all.
soon as he
Go ahead.
said Semitic,
Y'all
comparing
boys about to
Semitic
get hit with an
with
electric magnesium lightning bolt.
so,
Hey, hey, Uncle Larell just sitting back. He just sitting back listening. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for somebody to say something out of pocket. Suki D too.
It's
Suki
about to
D.
be black lightning.
These were
yeah, as
Uncle
soon as
Larell.
he said Semitic, soon as he said Semitic and Bantu, I knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew it was someone because he probably, I don't know. I'm just assuming, but I had to ask him what language branch do he even think Bantu come out of? Because Bantu is a branch of a branch of a branch. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have Benny. You don't even have Bantu without Benny Congo. You know what I'm saying? You don't have narrow Bantu. You know what I'm saying? Without the Bantoid languages, which come out of Benny Congo. Like,
Can you clear up that Uncle said what y'all said? EB1A, the Bantus and the Horn Africans got it. What he said? But I think
Yeah,
Gullah
he was
Gullah
claiming E1B1 is the same layer and component is found in the horn is found in West Central Africa that is tying us genetically to that area.
it was all throughout East Africa. You know, so it was in East Africa, but most likely E1B1A, which was spread to
Exactly.
West Africa, was in them savannah regions, more towards the Western Sudan in the east. You know what I'm saying? You got different areas in the east. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like probably deep in the horn like that, but most likely probably like around Sudan. You know, the northern Red Sea Hill highlands and them regions where them different E markers split up at. But that was like what? Shoot, that was more like 40,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago.
So exactly, it is not the same layer, and not within the same time frame. That is prior to the Pleistocene or the Holocene development, which happened within the Green Sahara.
all right, so
Exactly.
See,
Because
I'm
really,
learning, brother. See, I'm learning, baby. I'm getting it.
then it's different and it's different E1B1s. You know what I'm saying? E1B it's different E1. So that's a whole different conversation in itself. Kind of lump them together in two different land masses when
yeah.
they stations. You
So
said that
remember,
E1,
I was talking about the linguistics also has genetics involved, right? And he would have to show me that linguistic genetic connection between ancient Hebrew and what is spoken by in South Africa. Remember, I said that. So now Gullah was expounding on how you look at the genetic tree of linguistics and that you need to be able to make that connection. You can't do that. So how do you begin to do the comparative method on two languages that are completely within two different family groups and genetically distinct?
all right, that's not
Linguistically.
the king. That's not the king. He did drop some sources. So King, click the panel again. I seen my boy drop some sources in the back chat. Now I just need you to come on here and lay your bullets off flat and lay Gullah down. Because Gullah came on, you know what I'm saying, hot and heavy. So come on, explain your sources. I'm gonna put them on the screen. King dropped sources. Them knockers don't play. See, I don't know if the pseudo killers met the knockers yet, but Uncle Larrell right here and King, he gonna come back on the panel. These are the knockers. These are
Or
the
they credit sources? Like what these sources come from?
click the link, King. Come back on here and shoot
Cause
these bullets.
he just said he don't appeal to authority because this could come from Dr. Seuss, all we know.
King gonna come back.
Good
Now
one,
you're
brother.
assaulting that man's sources.
No, I ain't
He
saying
just
that.
said he don't appeal to
Remember,
authority, so I don't know. This
remember,
come from Dr. Seuss or something, Cat in the Hat. I don't
a
know.
pseudo, a pseudo always
Wavy say
has
he
a
gonna put it
source.
on the
A
screen. We gonna have
source,
a chance to
a
break it
source,
down.
a source, and your ability to use it is gonna determine your amplitude. It's gonna determine whether you're a pseudo or not. So a source says everything.
All right,
Let's see how it play out.
go to first source. Go to first
This
source.
is like last night. This is like Sunday night when I spanked Nazi Lee when he came with that Roger Blanche source from 1998. Talking about he saying this and that, but I come with a source from 2017, and he said he got a
Yep.
source from up to date, and I got what he's saying right now. You know what I'm
Click the
saying?
link. Click the link, King. I don't want to.
Yeah, that be everything to years.
But yeah, pseudo killers. I don't think y'all ever met the Nagas yet. You know what I'm saying? We got the Nagas in the building. Man, I think Uncle Said and Uncle Larrell, I think y'all will have some powerful conversations coming up in the future. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah, me and Laurel get it in the paradigm shift Discord. Shout out to paradigm shift.
that
Oh, you know
paradigm.
what it is.
Shout out Uncle Larrell, man. Shout out Uncle
Who is that? Who's that talking?
Pseudo Killer.
Saliga K9.
This who?
Soldier
Saliga
K9.
K9.
Soldier K9.
Remember, y'all need to start a Discord group.
Nah, Cedric is a shotter. Cedric is a shotter.
You?
Yeah, you thought I forgot, huh? Hey, them your words, Cedric. That's what you said. You said you a shotter.
Silky, watch me today. We got the FCCA conference here, the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association conference here, right? So we got people from all over the Caribbean, Florida. All the major cruise players are on the island right now. So the Minister of Tourism, she came in to do the inaugural opening, right? So she's standing there, and you know when they shut up, she said, "Hey, said, come here." So everyone is standing around looking at the bodyguard, and she just steps out and come and gives the shutter a hug. You check? That's how I played, right? Like the minister shouts me out, like that. Yeah, shutter.
I don't understand. The brother said he don't appeal to authority, but he's using a comparative method. The comparative method was created by scholars, like you know, what I'm saying people scholarly linguistics. Linguistics wasn't just brought up by any
No,
old
I
scholar.
think you misheard him. I think he was saying you were appealing to authority.
Exactly, but he's appealing to authority using a comparative method.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, y'all gonna keep going back and forth doing that?
I'm just saying, you don't
Like
say don't.
that's like
He shouldn't have said
even,
that. He shouldn't have said. It's something he shouldn't have said.
it's almost kind of like a deflection.
If using the comparative method, he should be using his own method.
To attack that point and not attack what he's the topic of like what he really speaking on. Like you're talking about that fallacy. It's like, okay, I mean, like you're not getting down to the information when you do that.
No, I am getting to the information.
This is in hindsight. He already completely dispelled that notion.
Yeah, you already yeah. He already put his hands out. He don't appeal to authority. Like that's a major, like you said that. Like, come on, man.
Well, I don't see how you saying he's appealing to authority when he told you one,
I
this
said
was
he
his
don't. I said he don't peel. I said he don't peel it to authority, but he's using a comparative method to you
yeah,
to
but
justify
it's
his
him
point.
it's him but it's him doing the comparisons though. It's
It
not
don't
it's not
matter.
just
It
like
don't matter if he's doing it. He's using authoritative a method. He should come up with his own method.
like what? Like because like learning the language, understanding the syntax error.
No, no.
Syntax
I'm saying
structure
come
and
up with his own method.
how the languages form and the different vocal tones, the rising and descending vocal tones and stuff like learning that stuff. That's what you talking about.
And then too, comparative method has holes in it too. That's not the only. That's not the only thing in linguistics that they use to solve language. This is
Yeah,
one
yeah,
piece.
I know. I understand that. I'm just saying, and when you decide to attack the fallacy to you basically trying to correct the fallacy that when he called it out, you're calling that out versus the fact that he's telling you that you know that he actually is doing the comparative studies. He's doing the actual studies. He's doing.
How can I trust? How can I trust that though?
I
Who is
mean,
his
well,
teacher?
the only way for you to
Who's he being peer reviewed by? Who's checking his work?
You gotta cross check it.
again, I mean, I could go into what peer review really is, but you know, I didn't even feel like I just got off work. I only feel like one on it.
I'm just saying, it don't work. It don't work like that, man. Like,
Kind
you
of.
got
So like all I'm saying is like when it comes to if you're not gonna sit down and learn linguistics, you're not gonna learn the language, you're not gonna take the time out to do it like how can you really make a
you gotta go to school.
you ain't gotta go to no damn school.
Yes, you do. You got to
You
go to
don't
school. You do. You got to take a class.
go to no damn school to
You got
learn
to
something, man.
methodology. Yes, you do, bro.
No, you don't.
Wow, you don't have to go to school to learn
No,
nothing,
you
bro. I
don't,
ain't heard
nigga.
y'all,
You
bro.
need to go to school if you're trying to exist within the matrix, nigga. But if you just trying to
Nah.
learn something to learn something, you can learn
Now we go
anything
from science to
without going to
conspiracy
school,
theories.
bro.
All right,
Anything
all
that you
right,
want to know that
all
you
right.
can learn outside of school, you do not need school to learn it.
You do, bro. You
No, you
still.
don't.
I don't care how you say it, bro. Whatever papers he read,
You know what
or
I'm saying?
it had to come from some
Do you
professor, some
do you
scholarly, somebody that went to some school, bro.
you know, I'm just saying, bro, it's a lot of self-taught people out here. And for you to say that you need a school, you only need a
Nah,
school
dog.
when you want to integrate
Nah.
into the matrix.
Now when it come to linguistics, bro. Now when it come to
Yeah, same
linguistics,
thing with linguistics. People have
no,
learned languages without going to school,
and a
bro.
lot of them be pseudo, and them the pseudo, and all of them
People learn
pseudo
languages.
linguistics, bro.
People can learn
Folk
languages without
linguistics,
having
bro.
to go to school, bro. I'm just saying, like, listen what you're saying. Like, you can't do this, you
About
can't do that. You
I'm
talking about
talking about
absolutes.
linguistics, bro.
You make it
Linguistics is not
I was
learning a
just
language.
going to. I was just going to interject that bait and switch. Languages and linguistics are two different things. I speak 4 languages. I understand about 7, but that don't make me a linguist.
Yeah,
Kind
don't
That
make you
of,
no
doesn't allow
linguist,
me to
bro.
do no
You can
comparative
learn
what
a
makes
methods.
you
you
a
can learn a
linguist is
language
if
without
you
even knowing how to
study
read,
language.
bro. You can learn a
So we
language without
detect
even
the
knowing how to
errors
read.
in your reasoning off as well.
Yeah, being a linguist means that you study languages.
Yeah, if you study
It doesn't
languages,
require
that's a
a degree. It doesn't
it
require a
do.
degree to be a
It
linguist.
really do. It really
No, it
does.
don't. No, it
It
don't.
does, bro. It really does. I don't know what. I don't know who told you that. It really do. To study a
Life
language
told me.
and the origins of the language
Living life
and
told me
every
you can be
aspect of
anything
that
that you want
language,
to be. You can be
man.
anything you
Oh my
want to be. You
God,
can
Linguistics
do
bro.
anything you want to do.
linguistics is a methodology. How do you learn this methodology? You can learn a language, but applying or engaging in linguistics is a whole different study. It's the science of language. And how do
Exactly.
you learn a science without engaging in proper methodology? How
By
did you learn to do
you using
comparative
science
method?
books,
Who taught you to do comparative method?
using science books, you just using science books, man. You use a science website. It's all type of
Huh?
tools and access to shit out here for you to
But ain't them
learn
books
shit.
textbooks? They got to be textbooks, right?
It don't gotta be necessarily
It
textbooks.
do. It really do, bro. Like I don't get it, bro. Like you just don't just pick up YouTube and Google and say
Yeah,
let me
But
yeah,
learn
you
this
can
shit,
order
bro. Like that don't
that's
you can order
exactly what you
textbook
can do.
online.
This
You
is
don't have to go to school to get a
2024. That's
textbook though.
exactly what your ass can do. Get right on Google and teach yourself whatever the fuck you want.
nah, bro. It don't. That's what.
I
That's what.
always
That's
see
Yeah,
what.
it
I
through
didn't
the
say
That's
I
what
didn't
educator
say
you
be
get
tab.
I didn't say
pseudo.
become a professional within the system of knowing what you, but you can learn anything, anything from surgery, nigga, to astrophysics. You don't need to go to school
Just
for
on
that.
my own
If
You
for it.
you
can
want to be,
you can acquire the
if you want to be
information.
a practicing
You
surgeon or
you
a
can acquire the
physicist in the
information, but
United
you
States,
cannot
your ass got to go
learn.
to school.
Exactly. So again,
Right.
we can get on here and we can learn and absorb all the information and regurgitate it as best as it can. At the moment you endeavor to do something that is outside of what the act is academically recognized at this point, you need to be within the arena of academia. So if you're going to come out here and skip over the fact that Hebrew is a Semitic language already within the Afro-Asiatic phylum, connected to all the languages within that phylum, make the big leap and decide to connect it to Bantu without there being any academic substantiation for that, you need to be within the academic arena to do that. Your point exactly. You can look on YouTube everything about surgery, but the moment you want to be a surgeon, you need to engage in academia. Your point. I'm just regurgitating your point, my brother. Thank you.
Okay, well hold on, because you're talking about
I'm just saying.
credentials,
I already
but the
said it.
difference between
I didn't really see the point to repeat it.
you're talking about
At this
credentials
point,
and
at
like
this point, this conversation is ridiculous.
It really is.
Go ahead.
y'all
Ah,
said.
shit. You kind of funny.
Okay, well there's two different. Hold on, there's
Hold
two
up,
different ways to learn. You can
hold up,
either go to school or you can
look,
teach yourself,
That's
hold up,
it.
as
hold up.
in working in the field,
Chill.
apprentice style.
Mute your mic
Yeah, but the
out.
people, but the people that taught themselves usually get accepted
Hold up.
from a school or a
No,
university, bro,
okay, Gullah.
or honored, bro.
If somebody's in the field and not in school, but he's working close to a linguistic person, and
Hold up. My mic got.
You ain't in the field. You ain't in the
Hold
field, and they go no. Ain't nobody. It ain't happening like that.
up. Y'all keep y'all mic
So that
muted.
scenario is that's
Hold up. Oh, keep your mic muted. I got King back. Let King explain himself. You know what I'm saying? Let I got King here to explain himself. King, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. So this is what you the first one, or you want me to go to
Yeah.
the? Or you want me to go to?
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's basically was asking me about the mystery of the Hebrew language and you know what I'm saying, and ancient Hebrew. You asked me about the specific Hebrew, not just, you really was referring to like for the Paleo Hebrew go, and that's an ancient language. And I do understand the mystery because I've heard it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they didn't mention that no one knows what Paleo Hebrew was, what happened to it, what became of it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot you will find that a lot of the Paleo Hebrew, in my opinion, would be found in Africa. You know what I'm saying? It would be. And
yeah, and Afro-Asiatic languages related to, not Congo.
and but
Related to or parent of.
yeah, and what you're not understanding is I'm not I'm not discarding Afro-Asiatic. What I'm doing is using comparative studies between Afro-Asiatic and Niger Congo because they are related. You know what I'm saying? And one would be the parent of the other,
Huh?
uh, at the very least, siblings. I mean, siblings at the very least. You know
Bro,
what I'm
we talking
saying?
about 50,000 years ago, bro.
Cause,
Like Like them more, it's more 50,000
brother.
years ago, bro. Them languages been diverged and took different evolutionary routes, bro.
When was Hebrew reconstructed, brother? When was Hebrew reconstructed?
Oh, you can trust it.
Yeah,
Like like in the
because
70s.
it was resurrected. I mean, you do know Hebrew was a language that was dead, right? Or so they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, what you talking about the spoken language? You talking about the script?
I'm talking about the spoken language. I'm not talking about the script. I mean, the script language could be vocalized by any script. So
The
that's the
spoken
script.
came before the script, right?
Yeah, the spoken would have came before the script, right?
Yeah,
So
the
when he
language
go to
came
give
before
me,
the script.
so when he go to giving me these dates, a lot of these dates are based on the age of the script. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like once you look at the script and what's being vocalized by the script, you know what I'm saying, you will find cognates between all of the, well, I ain't gonna say all, but most of the Afro-Asiatic languages in Niger Congo. So I
How you know
use
these words got the same cognitive
by
factor,
looking at
and they just don't sound the same when
looking
you use
at
Roman
their, I
numerals.
know what
When
brother,
you, I mean when you use Roman literatures or
you
Latin
asked
letters.
the question, how do I know they are cognate? They are
I'm just
words that
saying.
share similar
This is
sound
what I was
and
saying.
similar meaning across languages. That's what cognates are. Words that share meaning and sound structure.
Borrowed word,
That's what
right? Isn't that what they call it? A borrowed word?
they're not necessarily borrowed words. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to say it's a borrowed word when it's coming from an older language
Yeah, it's just
family.
an
You know what
origin.
I'm saying?
It
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't matter.
So
You can it don't it can be borrowed. Like you don't like you can't borrow words from other languages.
I'm not saying you can't have borrowed words. What I'm saying is, my question was, how can you say it's a borrowed word when it's coming from an older language?
All right, hold on real quick. Hold on real quick.
That was the question.
Hold on real quick. Keith, can you explain this picture on Can you explain this picture on the screen? Like the hieroglyphic letters and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be an example of a cognate. You know what I'm saying? It's like that'll be an example of a cognate. You know what I'm saying? And from between the metal netter, the word in the metal netter meaning, saying in re, and in Igbo you have nri. I mean, the only thing that changes is the e. These words shall, you know what I'm saying? These words shall like spelling, sound, and meaning. So that's what makes these words cognates. You know what I'm saying? Because
do y'all fuck with the
here's
mathematics,
another one.
Bella, Cedric?
Still
Here's
like
another one. You know what I'm saying? These are word. This a word in the metal netter and a word of Igbo that are cognates because they share like or similar sound meaning and similar or the same meaning. You know what I'm saying? So they are cognates. So when you look at this between the two, which one is the borrowed word? Which one?
that borrowed word. Don't worry about that. Gullah ain't say that. Triple D said that. He didn't. He don't know what he's talking about. But so this right here, that's what's going on right here. Where's the translation from the Hebrew to the maybe it's this right here. Is this it or is this it?
Let me see. Bring it up.
Right? Or this,
Oh yeah, that go on right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know if y'all can see this all the way. You know what I'm saying? These are two cognates in between Hebrew and Igbo that share the like or similar spelling and sound with the same meaning. And You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at the two, how can you say I'm, can you? I will ask the brother, like he said, he could point out the errors. He could point out the errors I made in my comparative studies. So that's what I'm trying to see. Where the errors at?
Gullah.
Because these are indeed cognates. Because you know what I'm saying. And if you haven't went into these languages yourself, or what we have from the translations of these languages in the scripts that they were written in, how can you tell me that I made errors when it's something that you yourself haven't done? Because again, nobody up here is an expert.
Gullah, you there? I know Gullah ain't gonna be quiet for that long. Okay, Gullah. Go ahead.
You
Cause,
silly as hell,
cause,
baby. I know,
cause
right?
you
Look
know
at
what I'm
that,
saying?
baby.
Cause this Igbo brothers making the
Oh,
same mistake.
Gilla Dip. Gilla Dip
You know
got
what I'm saying?
home? Oh,
If
nah.
Igbo, because it's Igbo brothers in Africa making the same mistake with their own native tongue, brother. That's all
It's
I'm
all right.
saying.
Cedric got to take that question. Go ahead, Cedric. Let's see if you could find the errors.
Gullah is actually Uncle Ned up there. They on
And that just scratching the surface, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little example of what I'm talking about when you compare the two. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the same thing with, just the language I'm dealing with, Igbo. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my ancestry, that's my lineage. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really I'm not really going around banging that Hebrew Israelite shit. But once you go to, when I can't rule them out when they saying that. And when you look at their language, it fit. You know what I'm saying? It fit. And it fit the ancient Hebrew, not modern Hebrew, not biblical Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that really fit is kind of why I take my breakdowns all the way back to the Paleo Hebrew as a visual. Really proto-Sinaitic, I bring it all the way back to there. You know what I'm saying? And then, it piqued my curiosity to go further and start looking at these meta dictionaries and see if I can find it. And bam, it was there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finding cognates between these ancient languages and languages that's still spoken in Africa today. And I can't see how people deny this shit.
keep putting that work
Oh, hell no. I know Sarah ain't did, dog. I know we ain't even said.
He put that work in. Gullah say he got a Gullah say he just got to the career. He about to get the family ready, then he go come back home. We really about to get up out of here though, because I'm about to go watch Greatness. LeBron and LeBron's son about to debut, you know what I'm saying? We can't miss that. Every goddamn blackhead should be watching LeBron and his son putting on some shit that ain't never been seen before. You know what I'm
Father
saying?
and
Like
son.
in the NBA.
Michael
Thank
Jordan kids can do it. Sure.
Michael
They
Jordan
was,
ain't Michael Jordan ain't know how to shoot no deep 3-pointer from the logo. You know what I'm saying? He ain't know how to shoot no deep three from the logo.
yeah, but he guaranteed to put up 30. He can go 40. We know Jordan it's showtime with Jordan.
Yeah, these niggas today eating McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? Back then they wouldn't eat McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. Back then them niggas was built like me and you still.
Nah, Jordan 6'6". Shit, LeBron what?
Jordan 6'6". Them niggas he was playing against looked like mailmen. Your everyday Amazon worker. Your everyday security guard that's driving in the truck all day.
Yeah, every day. Nah, them niggas was bald headed, wasn't they? Wasn't a lot of them fools. They was looking old, wasn't they? Them niggas was old back. Well,
Uncle Rail on the panel, man. He probably
One of them niggas' name was literally the mailman, nigga. I mean,
that part. They was older though. You talking about Malone.
I bet all them niggas was like that.
But like in the what's that like bird days, they was old bums, as some people would call it. But then again, Jordan came in the Rodman days. Well, you playing like Rodman, going against Rodman fools. Kemp. Clyde
Hey,
the Glide.
hey, hey,
Like, you know what I'm saying? People that got action movement that can really got some shit.
hey, I was born in '94. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'm a little biased on Bron. I know Uncle Laurel, Sookie D, y'all in the same age bracket. Y'all like 15 years older than me. So maybe y'all can give me more insight on the developmental on the players today and the players back then. I think that McDonald's and that Chick-fil-A got these young niggas right. You know what I'm saying? And back then I don't know what them niggas was eating, man. Them niggas like they was vegetarians or something.
No, they was big back then, but just think about it like this. They fought back then. Now them niggas act. Them niggas is flopping. Them niggas is a bunch of flop artists now. You know what I'm saying? Back then, nigga, you fuck around get killed trying to do a layup. Nigga, what you mean? Wasn't no rules, nigga? That shit soft now. Y'all niggas, they got some fucking wiggle room. Back then, them motherfuckers, that ref was drunk. That ref, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was
I
getting hurt.
I don't know, man. When it comes to sports, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't watch that fucking bullshit. I ain't no commercial slave ass nigga.
Yeah, I don't why. Yeah, I don't fuck with sports like that either, because it's just like
No,
with
but
the
no hate to
sports.
anybody. No hate to anybody who watch that shit and follow it, but it's a distraction. I don't watch that shit.
It's not only the distraction. The sports fuels the like keeps the city afloat, and you
Well, I
got
mean,
black.
not you know,
They use that
you know what,
money
you
to.
know what can
to
keep the city afloat?
well, it's
Innovation.
I mean, it just brings in revenue. It brings
Yeah,
money.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Innovation, bro. That
hey,
can bring in
hey,
revenue too.
hold on, I got a question. I got a question. You say sports is a distraction. What is sports distracting us from?
You say
Well,
what?
like okay, if we wasn't playing sports, we could be doing like educational shit, but we
Yeah,
out there
like
playing games.
if we
We should be
wasn't
fighting for, you know what I'm saying? But we playing games. We shouldn't
yeah,
be playing no
like
fucking games
if
with
you
their
wasn't
ass.
watching sports and following sports, man, that energy would be going into something else. And 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna be sitting at home in front of the TV. You see what
Tickets,
I'm saying?
shirts, sports memorabilia. Take
See
all that and put
they
it to the block. There go our reparations right there.
the system actually benefits off of your ass being stuck at sitting at home, being on the internet, playing the game. Like that benefits them because you're under a system of control. Like they're controlling you. You're
You're
being controlled.
stagnant. You're not
You're
really
being completely
making.
controlled.
You're not moving or
They know
excelling. I
what
guess
you
you
are,
would
what you're
say.
doing, when you're doing, how you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And because you're all within their system. You see what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I think you looking too heavy into it. I can make the same argument for the motherfucker binge watching a TV show or watching a TV show every Wednesday. They controlling you. They got your Wednesday night. You're gonna be
Yeah.
tuned. You looking too you look I think you looking too deep into it. We got 24 hours in a day, my brother. Football
Mm.
game is on 2 hours,
Now,
3 hours.
do you really got
But
24 hours a day? How many hours you sleep a day?
Good 7, 8. But what is you
So
doing
you
with the
sleep so a quarter of the day already gone.
so
Just
what is
what
you
you
doing with your time?
hold on. So a quarter of your day is already gone. Okay, so how many hours do you spend at work?
It's different. I work around the clock. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I work 24/7.
okay, so that means you ain't getting no rest.
Yeah, I ain't getting. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, right. So that means like you ain't got no time.
Yeah. 24
Right,
hours.
right.
My 24 hours zooted.
Yeah, that's slavery.
Nah, that's not slavery, my brother. It's called tunnel vision. What I'm saying is, you got these 24 hours in a day. You gonna choose it how you choose to choose it. If you walk your dog for 30 minutes, your dog got control of you for them 30 minutes. You go to the
I agree with that.
you go to the gym for an hour. Planet Fitness got control of your motherfucking body, and your muscles, and your heartbeat for this hour workout. You go in your car and take a 1 hour drive downtown, your goddamn car is synchronized to your headset, and your car got the control of your body. It's inside. You're closed in your car like Silky D right now. You closed in of a shuttle for this 1 hour drive downtown. I'm just saying, Uncle Laurel, it ain't that deep. I think, but I
I'm saying it kind of is because you're not looking at what's
you said
happening. You're not looking at what's happening while you're distracted by this shit.
what you said about a corporate slave. I can understand that point a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you getting paid, you feeding your family for generations. So you know what I'm saying? I think sports is a. But when you said when I'm watching it, I'm not paying attention to what's going on. Explain
Yeah,
that.
I'm saying like the earth is being robbed and raped. Mother Earth itself is being robbed and raped. It's being destroyed by diabolical, sinister people and powers. You understand what I'm saying? The Earth itself, the entire Earth is basically under siege. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you're distracted from that, from understanding that reality, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that we doing, like we- dude, they pumping nanobots in the fucking atmosphere, man. You breathing that shit. It's in your body, man. They trying to turn us to fucking androids and shit. I mean, it sounds funny, man, but I'm just saying, bro. You just not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention to human trafficking, child trafficking. You're not paying attention to that. You're not paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not paying attention to drug dealing, you're not paying attention to it because you're distracted doing other shit, watching the game, playing the game,
I think it's more
going to the
so,
bar. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
it's more so like this. It's more so like this. You paying attention to it, but it's like, what can you do about human trafficking? You paying
You
attention.
could be proactive about it.
You can to a certain point. You really can't make no change, my brother. You can't bring them kids back. You can't stop human
Damn,
trafficking.
that's fucked up.
You really can't even stop police violence. We could bring awareness to it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
But
something to do.
yeah, it's something to do, you know what I'm saying? And it's the right
It
thing to
might
do.
that might have impact. You know what I'm saying? Maybe,
I'm gonna
but
say I'm like
I know what to work for real.
go ahead.
Oh
Lobbying.
no, no, we online right now. I'm just saying.
it gotta it gotta be lobbying, man. Putting
I'm
that
just saying, right?
hey, you
It
pass shit
got to make sense.
back.
But like I said, man, when it comes to what's it like I said, it's all about how you viewing things, like how you viewing things, how you value shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what you take value in. You know what I'm saying? Because that time that you taking to watch that game or do whatever extracurricular activity that you doing that takes away your resources and your time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, whether it's a hobby or an event or I don't know. You know, you could be producing shit for your nation, your tribe, your family. You could be like man is judged by what man can produce. You know what I'm saying? What we can create, what we can produce. You see what I'm saying? And it's
That's
like
why
if we're not creating, we're not producing
yeah,
something, nigga. We're
check,
basically useless.
check me out. That's why it's 24 hours in a day, my brother. Grandpa used to be sitting in front of that TV, watching that baseball game, watching them Astros. Get out there in front of that TV. Stop making all that noise. Hey, brother, men have hobbies. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you, my brother, do you have a hobby? Uncle Real phone. Silky D, we know you got hobbies.
Yeah, I got a few little hobbies.
Yeah, me too.
You don't have no hobbies, you would go crazy. You don't have no fucking hobbies, you would go crazy. Oh, Uncle Real, that was my question. Do you have hobbies? You gotta unmute your mic. Like like how King doing his own anthropology and comparative linguistics. That's a hobby. You there, Uncle Real? Watch. Uncle Larrell about to. Hey, Sicky D, watch this. Uncle Larrell about to tell us. Uncle Larrell about to tell us his kids be having football practice. His kids be having basketball, baseball practice. He be having to take them to baseball practice. He was the coach 2 years ago. He was the coach for 4 years. And he about to say, about to say he like to shoot guns at the gun range. You know what I'm saying? He got some hobbies. He like to go fishing. Uncle Larrell go give us all the hobbies. But no, I definitely understand. We gotta bring awareness to a lot of shit. Sick of D, you got the flow, man. Look like you got a lot of shit to get off your chest.
Nah, man. Yeah, you doing good. I'm gonna pass it to Ruben. Ruben, King, you got anything?
Yeah, see, I mean, I agree to them hobbies. I got a few myself. Because they keep your mind occupied, but I give you something else to think about and strategize on. You know, it's like another hobby of mine is just doing research, like, reading. For real, like, I got to, bro. I got to keep feeding my mind so I can keep it occupied with something that's productive at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, we about to get up out of here though, man. King, man, I gotta get you on.
All right, peace.
Hey, King, I gotta get you way more often, bro.
All right, no problem.
I'm gonna
Uh,
Yeah, man. It look like we definitely got action. It look like we definitely got some action on the go. We definitely got some game action. So we're gonna set that up.
conversation with King and Gullah was pretty good, huh?
Nigga, me and King and L'Oreal nigga been talking like every fucking day, nigga, all fucking day. Like we been big shot. Like he seasoned up. I know it. Like he pretty sharp right now. But yeah, that would be yeah. They had a nice little convo. Like they look like they got more to go. I think they was like in the third quarter. They was at the
Because
third quarter. And we got cut the feed, so we got to finish up that last quarter.
nah, look. They had a discussion. They had a discussion on here about 2 months ago, but it went crazy. Like Gullah couldn't stop
I
talking.
remember you had to kick him off, right?
Yeah, like I had to. Yeah,
I saw that show.
it went off. So I'm trying to control this conversation for the best way possible because we need you niggas to talk in the future and maybe potentially set up a debate, but we can't be cutting each other off and pseudo this and pseudo that. We gotta know what I'm saying, give each other the just do. He brought some sources, man. I wanted him to go into his sources more, but we can do that next
Yeah, we been like yeah, dog. Every like we been big chopping it up with them. Yeah, Lord, them boys ain't them ain't no lightweights. I'ma
time.
just leave it at
You be a Naga. I'd rather you be a Naga than a Moor. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you be a Naga than a Moor. At least them niggas standing on something. You with this Moor shit. Y'all niggas out here goddamn freestyling everything. Niggas paying for members. Niggas,
fuck
niggas
no, that's their fools.
clothes. Niggas changing their names to Bay at the end.
Yeah, they wilding out. Hey, that's too. They doing too damn much. Yeah, you do. Hey, like my nigga Linda, take some off top, man. You doing too damn much, man. Just shit,
Oh yeah,
doing too much of that shit.
YT just got out of jail too.
Why who?
YT Linden
Oh,
just
get
got
out
out.
here.
Yeah, he just got out, man. We're gonna push up on you. He in Victoria right now. We're gonna push up on you.
That's all what, man. You gonna go rock with that boy, dog? Well, hopefully he's straight, huh? He should be good.
We're gonna come and see you. We're gonna come and see you.
Oh, yeah, come and see me.
We'll
All right,
go come and see Silk. All right, man. We out of here, man. Sick of D. We gone.
yes, sir.